Welcome, my lovely dears, to a real sensual session. Session 69 of Sunrise and Sunset. Unfortunately, you guys are about to do some kind of a pirate dungeon, so how sexy could it possibly get?
Sexy pirates.
But
I
all
mean,
of
that
them
could
are
happen.
undead, so when they're thrusting their chests out of us, all we see is a rib cage.
Look, that
Yeah,
hasn't
no, yeah,
stopped other
they're
undead from
just
being hot
astoundingly naked.
too.
It's true, no, you guys have met some potentially quite attractive. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, check out those fucking.
Look at the fucking
check out the
clavicles
bone.
on that one.
Oh yeah, check out the fucking hip wings on that son of a bitch. Just be like, that's a guy. I don't care. I'm gonna
Okay,
get taste
well,
me bone. Arr.
harr. Or should we say Yarr? So,
Fiddle-dee-dee.
you are going to be attempting to clear out this abandoned, spooky looking pirate ship. Now, you've just cleared off the war skimmer and now have people coming over to work on it. Is there anything you do in preparation for that, or any other actions you take before, I don't know, interacting with this giganto ship in any kind of way?
I did take a short rest, so I'm good on spell slots.
That's it. Let me check my slots.
Yes, let's.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yes, I'm going to take a.
Grab the manticores and have a quickie before we leave. There we go.
And
We
important.
just pass cast. We just pass cast around.
Oh boy.
So.
Can
Okay,
dismiss
I will consume one Aether 2 potion to
Right.
regain a spell slot.
If we're going on a
heal. I don't need to. I don't need to heal. What's her name? Ralu, because we just throw her under a boat.
Yep, she can hide in the
if
dark.
I've already ticked off the thing for it, but I'm going to drink a potion of resist necrotic if we're going on a ghost ship.
Me too.
Yeah, I have not taken. I'm not taking a short rest, so I'm going to
you still
keep
have
my fucking.
some certain buff.
Yeah, so I can have my
I
purity is still going.
I have one necro resist pot left. Does anyone else want it? So Hedrah doesn't have to keep recasting that spell.
I don't need to recast that. I just don't need to take a short rest.
Ah, okay.
I did,
So
so I
I'll
can
just
get
keep
back
it
to my
up.
first slot.
Do you have a necro resist pot, Ariel?
No, but like, it's kind of a little bit of a waste on me. I don't have that much HP to begin with, and usually things aren't targeting me.
Oh, fair enough, but there's one.
You can
Ralu's
always
offering
take
if you
a
want.
potion if you start taking it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if we start taking a bunch of, if you want, I'll tick off the one I have, and then the spare one I have, and you could just have it in your inventory just in case.
Yep. If I don't use it, I'll give it back to you at the end.
Ah, you know what would be fucking funny? You know what would be really fucking funny?
What?
If somebody happens to have a fucking scroll of Hallow and can sanctify the entire fucking shit.
Do you have one?
I have a scroll of Hallow!
Neat.
Yes!
If you try
Let's have a
imagine if you
look at the Hallow spell.
Yeah, I feel like if you try casting that, you're going to anger everything on that ship to come at once.
Yeah, I know. But this is a hilarity in itself.
Let's see here. With 20, of course, with 24-hour right, infuse the spell's area with the power of a deity. Completed.
How Yeah, how big is that spell? Like, I don't think we can just
It's
step
if
on the
it's
ship
close
and then
burst
hallow.
20. I don't think you can reach unless you're in like the dead center of the ship. And you know that might be a tight fit.
23 then.
Sorry, 23 even. That's still
Yeah, so
46 meters from end to end, and this thing is like 60 meters, so you would not be able to hallow the whole ship.
But it is.
You would be able to successfully make it very awkward by making a very large portion of the ship inaccessible, and I guess create kind of like doom pockets of the undead. But
Yeah.
Ah,
Use it when we're fighting the boss. How long does it take to cast?
24 hours.
24 hours.
Oh, 24 hours. Ah, okay. Never mind.
No.
Then we'll
Yeah, you
just
ain't getting that shit
What's-
off
do it
until we're
afterward.
done.
yeah,
24-hour boss
Yeah.
fight, baby.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the what's the word again? It's really nice. We can use it afterwards to completely sanctify the ship. Once we, cleared it out.
Let's see here. I'm going to start the roll for these workers on this ship to see how they do.
So is there like an
It's
actual
going
way
to take them a while.
up to the
couple
big
days.
ship, like a gangplank or something like that that's down, or
There probably would have been usually, but there does not appear to be right now. You could ascend with rope or rigging. None of you really especially investigated this particular structure, in all fairness. You guys can give me things like navigate ship or like shipwriting kind of tests to observe the structure and try and figure out what you're looking at.
Can I do a land
Carpentry.
vehicles? I am an experienced
Yeah,
ship
you can certainly
captain.
do so. Yeah, land vehicles also works.
Looks like a 16 for me,
16
buddy.
and a 16.
23.
Yeah, because you have your little friend.
Oh, of course, yes, you have your little helper. You have Giro.
And now I'll
Legendary
be right
cast.
back. I forgot to put my passion fruit soda in the fridge.
So, Cass, there are a couple of interesting things about the ship now that you're taking a proper look over it with, like, an experienced, if not direct shipwright, then assistant of shipwright's eyes. Your parents obviously did the majority of that work, what with your history of grand larceny instead.
What? No, I'm a respectable,
But
upstanding
yeah,
citizen.
even then, of course. But even then, you expect a ship to have two particular types of keel. Ones that are strand beast legged, which obviously you've seen, although not interacted with, especially yourself, until quite recently, where you've had to do a lot of like panicked war repairs, combat fixes for them. And then, of course, the classic magical sailboat, as it were, more traditional and more regularly what your parents would work on as well. This ship doesn't really prescribe to either of those. You can see that the keel of the ship, although it looks very much to be a sail ship spine all the way down, you can see that it has all of these sharp, harsh ridges that flare and turn out. This thing, if it were going through the sand, would be like fucking like plowing a trench, essentially, through the ground. As if, I don't know, like Masika were walking around with no pants on. This doesn't make much sense,
So-
at least from the outset.
So you're
With the
telling me it
23, you
fucks
realize
its
there's
way through the desert?
more like floats its way through the desert.
Was a flying ship?
While
An
you're
actual
looking
flying
over
Dutchman?
Floating Dutchman. It does not have the power to like fully haul itself off of the ground, but I mean, fucking
The
a
levitating
hovering height
Dutchman
of a
doesn't quite
meter
have
is
the same
already
power behind it.
The floating Dutchman. Yes, this ship appears to have a large selection of. You see them as, admittedly, right now they're kind of like rusted and rotted out. There are a large number of these veins of silver that pass through the underside of the ship, and you're pretty sure that that would be where the magical engine deeper within this structure would emanate, as it were, whatever like ground affecting force it does so. You suspect standing underneath the ship would be pretty bad for you while it's in motion, because it's not like it's getting lifted, it's pushing down really hard with force.
Ooh, this excites me. I'm very
So
excited to see magical engine.
You would mince someone quite quickly, because you'd be hitting them with, I don't know, reverse physics, essentially opposite gravity.
Reverse gravitational force, yeah.
Yeah, it would be a bad time. There clearly needs to be some maintenance done to all of these veins of silver, using likely fresh silver. It's not like it rusts in particular itself, but like fittings and housings themselves need some measure of work. Whatever force made the entirety of the ship a magical structure has long since failed and given way, so it's a lot of a mundane ship wrapped around a magical skeleton at this point. Not to put too fine a point on magical skeleton, but you get the idea.
You just make me more excited for seeing this. I want to dissect this magical engine and get it running.
It's too bad the ship doesn't count as magical, otherwise could it just, coffin dance?
I mean,
Yeah,
generally
no,
speaking,
unfortunately you would destroy this ship by walking the coffin through it and just, like, savaging all of the wood of it.
Yeah, and generally speaking, most ships aren't magical. It's usually only the skeleton or just the specific sections that have it and house it.
Yeah, you would see a sailboat base, and then it would be a magical sail, or it would be a magical keel.
Can I get a guesstimate on how big this magical engine might be?
Well then, let me show you this. You are relatively sure that this is the layout of the ship as broken into sections. Of course, the main deck up top side is quite fucking large. You would have an armory here that keeps like boarding weapons and crossbows and that kind of shit. Then the ship hand decks, which is your like maintenance crews, cleaners, maids, that kind of thing. Of course, your gunnery deck, which when not being used for gunnery would be the main living area, because you've got like 200 people on this ship. They need some kind of space to exist that's not just the sleeping bunks, or they'd go fucking insane. Then you'd have like the living quarters for the specialists, like everyone from like rank of bosun and up. So you'd have like the bosun, armory guard, navigator, captain, specialists, mercenaries, maybe people who are like traveled around, or in some cases some kind of terrifying monster maybe. Then the bunks for basically everybody else. And there is a whole devoted engine room in which like the majority of the space is taken up by an engine. You're pretty sure it's mounted near the back of the ship, quite close to the keel, where there is a direct connection, and it looks like an origin point for this webbing of silver metal that's tracking its way through the underside of the ship and around to the back. It's probably a 2 meter by 10 meter and 4 meter tall engine.
Oh, you have no idea how giddy I am to actually examine this.
So you're saying it's too big to fit on our new war skiff?
Yes, you would have to also like dismantle the mechanism that makes this thing float, because it's basically like a big root from a tree that is going throughout that ship. You have to cut it all off at the bottom of the engine and haul it over.
Besides, we're just clearing this out and then coming back to it after high summer.
I don't think you've caught on to the depths of my psychopathy here, but no, if it's too big for the war skiff, we'll skip that plan then.
Yeah,
it's
too big for the war skiff.
You can't put the fucking V48 on the goddamn skip, okay?
I glued a V12 to my
I don't
Vespa.
know if you've seen like
Unfortunately,
trucks
it's
and,
a
like,
bit front heavy now.
I don't know if you've seen like trucks and stuff like that for truck pulling, but you absolutely can fit like the biggest fucking
you
engine
can.
possible.
To
Yeah,
it
the
would
10
be,
meters
as I
is
say,
just
more
too
like
big,
a V12 and a Vespa. Like it doesn't. Just the weight of it will tip this motherfucker over before it even tries to swing in any direction.
It's 2 by 10
The
by
skiff is very.
4. So,
it's the 10 that's
you would
fucking
have
us
to
over
mount
here.
it. Yeah, the 10 is fucking over. Like you would have to. It would have to be above the deck. Like it would have to be on deck, mounted to it, like some kind of terrifying carburetor.
hot rod.
Yeah, the hot rod. Or I suppose you could completely cut the deck off, and then it's just a deep hole into the middle of the ship where you've just got an engine sticking out.
Yeah, and then we all live on
done.
the little sponsons.
Yeah, clearly you'll have to like straddle onto them for dear life as this thing spends like fucking 4 times its normal like speed requirement. I worry that the ship starts to just tear itself apart if you start hauling ass like it's an actual for real jet plane.
Yeah.
I mean, this is sounding better the more you talk about it.
No, it's not. You have not seen like those engines exploding like that, and the cars broke apart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
they
the,
do
the
explode
difference is also
awesomely.
it's a
It's a pretty awesome way to go.
the difference is also that it's not a car engine; it's a ship engine that has so much torque.
Yes, I understand.
I'm very excited to see this engine, map it out. You have no idea how rare these things are actually to see. Like they're completely held under propriety by certain ship makers or like that. Can't actually go and look at them.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
there's a
give me a
chance.
history check actually about that pointedly.
Okay.
Go for it.
So, are there any other
0.3?
ships of comparable hull size in this graveyard?
I'll get to that in a second. Yeah, with your history, you know of only 4 or 5 ships that have ever existed with an engine of this size. They are themselves of comparable damage output to the. I keep forgetting the name of this ship. It is Dragon's Wake. There are like 4 other ships of comparable size to the Dragon's Wake, and they've been around for like 200 to 300 years, and they are all still in service. There is nothing comparable to this ship in the graveyard.
Yeah, this is
anything the size
one of
of
a
this
kind,
thing is
basically.
still out there.
It's basically a one of a kind at this point.
Mm-hmm. It's more to the point as well. It's like there would probably be more ships like this, except for the fact that they exist within a desert, a place where the more people you put on a structure, and the more it's like infrastructure is grown, like its requirements become too expensive to survive on. You suddenly need fresh water that serves hundreds of people. You suddenly need like a lot of things that get exponentially more expensive than additively. There are certainly ways around it. I'm sure you can figure some of those out. But yeah, it's just such a big investment of resources that no one has seen fit to make ships like bigger than this one. And say they haven't needed
Cost
for a long
versus
time.
efficiency.
Yeah, it's not a linear
Yeah.
scale of going up. It's all exponential.
But yeah, no, this thing here, it's a beast and it is magical and it floats. It has quite a large structure. I'd say it's probably longer than 60 meters, but like as far as compartment space, the largest occupiable compartment of this ship is probably 60 meters long.
Right then. Any other things we should take note of before trying to get some ropes up there and going up, or?
Tell me. Is there anything
Yeah,
you can think
Savin
of?
was subbing holes.
No, it's okay. I've succeeded in my IRL will save to not just defeat the DM's dungeon. I have returned to Zen. Namaste. Let's go.
All right, now let's hear it. What was your, I guess, non-canon thought on this?
Alright, so this ship's haunted as fuck, right? And it's made of
Supposedly.
wood. Wood's made from dead shit. We take the coffin, we just delete the ship, and then we take the engine out because that's magic and you can't delete it, and then you just put it on something else.
You can certainly do that if you would like to.
No.
I would because it's funny and it would avoid a bunch of
No.
headache, but also
Nope, I'm vetoing.
I want to do the dungeon, and also having like the Dread Pirate Robert's personal ship is really cool. So I'm not gonna do that. Not gonna be a shitheel.
I would very much veto you trying to do that in character anyway. Like
Yeah,
getting rid of a
yeah.
historic ship like this, nuh-uh, not
Yeah,
happening.
it would be. I think as well, Cash. You know, in your heart of hearts, your parents would be the maximum amount of disappointed, and that would hurt. They wouldn't be angry; they'd just be disappointed.
Well, that would assume somebody would narc to them. 'Cause I
Yes.
sure as shit wouldn't. I'm just coming home with a cool V8.
Yeah, they'll ask where you got it, and then you have to succeed tests at lying to your mum.
I'm great at lying. This isn't Warhammer.
Yeah, it's true,
I
but they
can't
have
lie to my
advantaged.
mom.
If you remember correctly, they have advantaged insights against you.
I know.
What's the word again?
It's either that, or they just turn and ask Ralu instead, who can't lie.
Oh
for shit.
no!
Oh no, they haven't learned that technique already, have they?
Surely they have.
No. Alright, anyway, yeah, let's I guess what's the best entrance point to this thing?
That is a fair question. Probably the main deck, just because although it's possible for you to like climb in through like the ballista holes of the gunnery deck, you'd then be putting yourself in a pretty awkward pincer maneuver. If there are undead, and if any of them are ethereal undead, then they would be free to attack you from above and below. Whereas
Cass
a
is
main
used to
deck
being
would
attacked
give
from the
you-
front and the back.
Yeah, whereas the main deck would give you a sensible point of entry into it. Depends. You don't know to what degree this machine is being guarded.
I'd say we go up to the main deck first. That makes most sense.
Yeah.
Sweep the deck.
There is old damage where you could get into the ship hand decks.
I'll have to go through
Like,
everything
I could-
regardless, so top down.
And
Ralu
get
could
any
fly up
part
and then
of the gunnery.
attach like lines for you guys to climb up, but the thing is, she's loud as shit, so we might just want Hovercast to do it.
Yeah, I can go up, or we have these amazing things called grappling hooks we could just toss up there, but yeah, I'll just go have a look-see do. What's the harm? Cass says before immediately getting shot by 50 arrows.
Mive will hand you a rope. Like you can tie it off as well. Make
Yeah.
our lives a bit easier than heaving a grapple.
You know what, I'm gonna tie this around my waist just in case I get shot by like 50 dudes on the deck.
Sweet. And anytime I hear you squealing, I'll give you a tug.
Just like you do every night. Cass will rope himself up and then I guess try and do a stealth flappy up onto the deck and scout her out.
Yeah, fortunately, unlike Ralu,
Yeah,
you don't
certainly.
actually have to flap your wings to fly. You cheat.
Yeah, my wings are more of a
rope.
suggestion.
They're an aesthetic.
Uh-oh. Maybe I do have to flap, or Cass forgot he doesn't have to. Flippy flappy, flippy flappy.
We
You
can
say it
try
out
to
loud.
do that.
You say that as you go down,
I mean, I
flippy
could,
flappy,
but
flippy
I
Yeah,
choose
flappy.
not to.
that's just what Cass is muttering under his breath.
Flip, flap, flip, flap,
Let's
flip,
see
flap.
here.
Oh, I forgot we're bringing the pirate lady with us.
Pirate ship,
Glesh
pirate
is
lady
very excited
behind.
to join you on a ship. Of course, the rest of you aren't up there. Right now, it is just Cass. No Cass. As you fly up into the ship, you can see, like, the massive, like, main mast, and then there are a number of these, like, offshoot masts and rigging sections that span the length of the ship. And at the back appears to be the cabin leading into the actual depths of the structure. From up here, it's quiet. There's just like the soft creaking of the wood in the wind.
Well, seems safe enough. Castle unfurl the rope from around
Give me
himself.
a perception test, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, no, seems fine.
11?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
11.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Cass
As
will just
you do
go
so,
tie a rope off. Put it down.
yeah, what's the order of you guys climbing?
Presumably Ralu first, because tank.
I'm gonna fly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just gonna fly up.
In that case, probably
Probably
my.
like Ralu at like near the bottom. That way she can catch somebody that does fall.
Leave that to Karin.
Karin can't fly. If she catches someone who falls a hilarious distance, they'll just get dashed on her armor.
I mean, that's true. But also, Ralu's the tank, and we should probably have the tank go first. If you fall, you fall. That's kind of your problem.
No, it's not when we have two people in the party that can fly and catch people falling.
Cass can do that.
You're up on this ship already.
I
and
can
I'm-
come back down, retard.
Okay, alright.
Well, I will wait until the first person is nearly on the deck and then fly up. Because I'm going to make a lot of noise coming down on the deck in, well, I'm like 7'11", so like almost 100 pounds of armor. Normal plate armor is like 60 pounds, so for someone like Ralu,
Yeah.
it's probably more about 100 pounds of clanking armor.
Yeah,
It's probably
so
not 100 because yours is still made to
Oh, there's
allow
metal too.
flight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's also magical. I forgot
Yeah,
about
yours
that.
is both magical
Master-
and has it's like a missing a back section so that your wings can exist, and it's missing like a section of the greaves as well for your tail. No, you're probably
Well,
wearing
those-
about 60-70 pounds of metal.
That's fair,
Yeah.
but the point remains, I still clunk when I
Oh, yeah.
land on the thing, so I'm going to wait until the first person's nearly on top
Yeah,
and then
so-
land.
how about we send up Karin
Sure.
first?
Alright.
Alright.
I'll go probably near last since I can just miss
And
the step in case
because
something does
everyone else
happen.
is easier to carry.
Do this in an order. So you and you, I would like to
Can
go.
Ralu pick someone up and carry them
No.
up?
Even when in full armor, I have to have Cass's help to fly someone around. Even
Let's
with
see
the
here.
even with the 20 strength, Scout just said no.
Valencia, then Loam, then Anai.
Sounds good. I'm good being last because I can miss each step in case something does go wrong. And that
I
will
have a
help
natural
lot.
climb speed and can stealth.
Okay,
Oh,
so
then
you
you
don't
can-
need to.
you could
You
go-
don't need the rope at all.
Yeah,
You could go
we just look,
simultaneously to any of these other people then if you would like to.
we're just like, all right, we got the rope ready. Hey, Loam, are you? And we just see her scuttling up the side of the ship
Like a spider monkey.
like a spider. Yeah.
I guess that was mine. Okay. You know what? Karin, you're of the first group. Roll me a d20.
I rolled you a d20.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The two of you are halfway up the rope before the sound of soaring comes to your attention. Cass, you had not noticed this individual in
Uh-oh.
hiding back here, now cutting through the rope. As Karin is halfway up.
Shit.
Oh shit.
Ow. I shoot him.
Sure.
Well, that's frankly quite rude to start.
It is, isn't it? But that was just poor luck. Poor sight on your part.
Yeah.
Oh, Cass, you're not
boy.
on your A game today, are you, buddy?
Oh boy.
That's unfortunate.
So,
Should we
would
all
you
be rolling or
want
just
should
them?
we roll that
Everybody.
initiative?
If you want to give me your inspiration, I will reroll it, but otherwise, no, not really.
Okay, that's since Maeve took. No wait, she doesn't have the music stuff.
We're all
That's
slow
what?
as shit today. Jesus. Jesus, guys.
Oh my god.
What, Hedrah?
Hey, doesn't have the musician thing.
No, Cass does.
Ah, did you take it short?
Yeah, I have inspiration. I'm not going to use my inspiration on this. If you want to give me yours, I will reroll it. However, if you do not
Oh
give me
my
yours, I'm not
God.
going to reroll it.
Well, this is an auspicious start for 69th session.
God damn.
Well, Savin, well then I will. Hopefully, you can roll better than the one.
I mean, you can't roll worse.
Okay. If you want to
Can you
reroll.
shut the fuck up before you jinx it?
Alright,
You
another
literally
one. Here we
cannot
go.
roll
I
lower
don't-
than
Oh,
a
no,
1.
that's fine. Okay.
I was really hoping you were going to roll another one.
Yeah.
That's what I was
If I had
expecting.
got another, if I had another one, I would just kick her off the ship and hope died.
Look,
Okay, I
this
think
is
we
this
got
is the first person coming onto the ship. It's not that big of a deal if you just, take a little tumble. Ralu's right there. The real danger point is that happening and then Cass getting shot by, yep, oh hey look, it's the 50 dudes. What do you know?
Oh, look, there's 50 dudes. Honestly, it's better now than if you had just been up here and before they all shot you before, like, you got a roper or something.
No, actually this is worse because I don't have a rope tied around me, so if I go down, no one can just yoink me off the ship.
That's a fair point.
Oh,
So,
alright.
let's be honest, if you get young towards the ship, you're gonna die from fall damage regardless.
No, I would probably survive.
Okay. Valencia, you have been waiting at the back of the line for this rope when it suddenly looks like it is getting cut through. And that is definitely happening before his turn rolls around, unfortunately. How far can you move? Now, you do drag Spline around. She is going to drag Spline around. Let us do an athletics to essentially run up the wall as far as she can before Thwip. And she just uses it as a minor action and teleports 5. And hey, Karin, above you there is now Valencia. And then she
Hey,
will use
cool.
another move action to get all the way over the rest of the rope, posting herself probably like a right here on the edge of the ship. And that is all of her movement, but she is now up here. And might be able to grab the rope if it gets cut through, which it's almost certainly about to be.
That's good. So, like, how far up are we on the rope, and like, how far do we have to fall if it does get cut?
That's a good question. Like 15 meters up. Certainly not a fun fall.
Okay. And from that 15 meters, how far up do we have to go to get on the ship?
15.
So it's 15 even. 15 up from the ground and 15 till to the ship.
You're climbing up onto the ship from the ground, yes?
Yes, I'm
Then yeah, it's a
asking.
50. Then it is a 15-meter ascent to get onto the ship. And the rope
Okay.
is
Is that so? It's 15 squares.
yes.
So 15 squares
I
up, and we're at.
Wild shift.
And presumably, if you're cut down, then you will fall however far up the rope you got before you were cut down. In this case, I said when you're about halfway up, this happens. So Karin will fall about 8 meters. Now, first, this boarding wraith. Open sheets.
Okay.
There's Cass. Are you standing on the deck or are you flying right now?
Cass is probably flying like a meter up.
All
Just
right,
a little
then,
bit of flight as a
boarding
treat.
wraith. Yeah. It's going to move up 6. And then let's hit you with that minor action. I'm starved for booty.
Oh no, the spirits are gonna eat my ass.
give me a charisma save.
Oh boy. Oh god, why don't I have charisma save? Alright, I'm not a bard.
Now tells you who
Uh-oh.
wants you.
All right. You are slowed. Save ends. And your armor is sundered. More correctly, you're tugging yourself out of your armor to a degree. It's now no longer helping you quite so much. You're just like getting all hot under the collar and like lifting stuff away as your body is just like, by the way, we are not listening to brain right now. How's it going?
Alright, cool. Cool.
And yeet! 17 to hit you?
That would have hit me without my sundered armor, so yep, that'll do it.
Alright, and then they will yank themselves forward on a rope. Shrep.
12 slashing, you say? Ouchies.
They're coming for that booty.
Swoogity swooty.
It's very fun as he teleports forward. If they crit miss with throwing their teleport attack, then they get splinched. Which is to say they appear about halfway inside the ground and get cut clean in half, broken up. And then this boarding wraith is going to cut the rope. Karin, let's see how fucking strong Valesha is again.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, bad luck. I am not catching that rope. You're about to fall 8 meters. Ralu, dexterity save. Catch Karin.
Can I just try to grip onto the ship?
No.
Yeah, there's not... I mean... Yeah, if there's not any handholds right in front of you, you're falling. That's just how it is.
Is Bridge still up?
Yep, I'm still here. What's up?
Dex save, please. Try and catch Karin.
Oh, yeah.
Karin.
Dex save. Why? No, I'm so sorry,
Sorry.
Karin.
Valesha was not strong enough. She actually came up and readied to hold it and wasn't strong.
That's
You're trying
better.
to catch someone.
Repose thing.
Let's see here. Oh, you failed the DC.
Aw, by 1.
Well, the reaction. Does it need a 15? Say,
Yep,
catch
the-
me?
DC
It
is
needs
15.
15 to catch you.
Kind of.
Alright. There is probably like a surprisingly girlish yelp from Karin as like gravity reasserts itself on you. You've been like climbing the rope like, ugh, good,
Oh,
yeah. And then suddenly,
I don't have anything to make that save better. I'm sorry. Dex
no,
is
it's
my
fine.
worst.
Karin already helped you.
Oh.
So you did in fact succeed, and now, yeah, Ralu, you are quick enough to, ooh, shit, and get your arms underneath and catch her. Now, you cannot fly and carry Karin's weight, however, you can make a slow fall descent with her.
Yeah.
So at the start of your turn, you're both going to be basically touching the ground. Congratulations. You've saved Karin from taking 8 meters of falling damage.
That
Hooray.
was bad.
I only have been at most
Ah,
70-10. It's not that big of a deal.
yeah, DC 15 strength or dex.
It's been a while since I've had the burr in
To
my
grab
arms.
a handhold. That's
Oh,
Yeah,
not
to
what you
grab
were
a
doing.
handhold. This is their reaction. I was just using the DC of that check. Indeed, someone who already had their hand on the rope made their handhold test and failed. She was definitely not strong enough. She tried. But yes, regardless. Let's see here. Hey, Savin, roll me a d20, please.
Oh boy. 19.
A 19. Okay, then. On this occasion, you hear like that rustling and like creaking wood and wind again until you realize this cavern doesn't really circulate lots of air. It's kind of weird that the sails have been like gently flapping against this invisible breeze. Like your hair isn't being picked up by it at all. Like it's, as I say, uncomfortably still here atop the deck, but there is this softer billowing as though in a storm. And so you are prepared when you notice that the shadows hiding within the sails start to bleed free. And they do so slightly further away from you than I would have liked, but sometimes that's just life.
Okay.
As this pool of inky black features and faces, it looks like a whole series of individuals who have been divested of their goods or slain or otherwise treated poorly, or have just been unfortunate enough to get fucking owned walking underneath the ship or something. And they boil their way down the sails and land here on the boat, and that is their movement. Cass.
Well. 1, 2, 3 with a disengage. Or sorry, actually, I suppose it would be to here because I'm slowed, and then 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna just fall off the edge of the ship. Goodbye.
Valencia looks confused. Are you okay, matey?
No, there's a whole fuckload of ghosts up there and they're shooting me!
I can see them, but we'll just kick their ass. Don't you worry about it. Come on.
I'll kill them for you.
Everyone else is on the ground. We're gonna
Well, they'll
die
get
if we
up
stay
here, I'm sure.
With what rope?
They just
I
fucking...
can use the adventuring.
Yeah,
The
you can
adventure
absolutely
right?
use your adventurer's kit and be the one to do roping. Similarly, Valencia can do the same, and it will do so on her turn.
I mean,
Well,
yeah,
we'll
you
just
can,
pull-
and then everyone has to one by one get up the rope at, let's see, it's, unless you're Loam, that's going to take you, let's see, 16, so effectively 32 meters of movement to get up to the deck.
Man, it's gonna take me I won't even be able to get to the top of the deck within my
That's what I'm
first double
saying.
move.
Fuck this. Let's not just, like, poke our heads up here and keep getting fucking groundhog slammed. Let's go find another entrance. This isn't gonna work. There's a bunch of dudes here ready to snipe us as we come up.
Okay, so
Valencia sighs, hands on hips. All right, matey.
all right. So Savin, I have a really bad idea.
Okay, I'm all
I
ears.
love it. Yep.
What if we burn a hole in the side of the boat with our friend, the sarcophagus? We can repair the ship later, but we could just bring him just out of range to burn an entry point in the side of the ship.
Okay.
Doesn't
So I'm with you in spirit, but the problem is we have to all take our armor off in order to move the coffin up, and then these guys have range attacks. They will just shoot us from the deck.
That was something that Ralu just told people because she liked seeing Anai dance around. Her magic armor is unaffected.
Any
So
magic
Savin,
armor is not affected
actually-
by that.
Yeah,
I-
the reason
I might have an
Karin was
idea.
rendered naked is because her clothing was not magical and
And we
relied on
just-
straps and buckles.
Yeah, and we just all assumed that it would do the same thing to our armor, and then Ralu found out that that wasn't the case. But listen, Anai was already naked. I mean, come on.
okay. Hold on one second. I have a question, Savin, about Instrument Fortress.
Okay.
How tall is the floor in it, like
Like
meter wise?
3 probably.
So it's 3 meters per floor.
Oh yeah, that's a brilliant idea. Just make an instant tower and we can use it as a boarding, a fucking boarding
Yeah,
tower.
that's what I was thinking.
Oh, that's also a good idea.
Eh.
Man, I couldn't have convinced Anai to get naked. That's really sad.
Does I think it is a short
short
rest
rest
ride
ride.
though, regardless. So we'll need to
Yeah,
find
it's true.
some way
You
to.
guys can descend. I guess that means, yes, you could descend again, perform the short rest rite, and summon a siege tower.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a
Literally
way better
tower
idea.
of siege.
I am
That is
not
honestly
going to.
dope.
I am not
Yeah,
going
I
to
think it's
take
a
the
great-
short rest though because I don't want to lose
Yeah, no, you guys don't have to do it.
any of my stuff.
Yeah, I would like to be healed and have someone help me fix my armor though.
What's wrong with your armor?
It's got
It's
sun.
on
It's sundered until end of encounter. It's fine. The moment you've decided to back out of this, that's the end of that encounter, actually.
Okay.
So I can make
Yeah.
a tower that is 21 meters high. Is that gonna be high enough?
Yeah, it's 15
Yes.
meters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect.
15 is how you got to get in.
And I would say this: if what's her name again? Maeve activates the orb, we have sunlight against shadows.
Assuming these guys don't have the same bullshit as the last encounter, where if you did radiant to them, they got way stronger.
It was only
Yeah, but,
one guy.
I know, it's
that
still
was
the
wrong.
fucking boss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm still choosing radiant at the top of the turn order for my weapon. Because, I mean, radiant fights ghosts. It's just that one undead guy that sucked and made him stronger.
Yeah, well, we'll hope that's a one-time thing.
Mm.
Sorry, and I will have Maeve turn that on again, but, yeah.
So, are there exits to the tower at like the 15 feet mark, or are you guys gonna have to jump? Because I can glide one person down.
I can make them there, I think. I mean, it's
You can
subject
decide
to
where
Yeah,
the
my
entrances
design.
are.
Yeah, they're floors as
Yeah.
you
Okay.
decide them.
We all just
Nice.
get
Just
to
make
the,
a
like,
balcony and then heave out.
Yeah, I'll do so. Sacrifice a spell slot and vitality to. Wait, do I? Yeah, I still need to sacrifice
Yeah.
a spell slot to do a ritual, don't I? But yeah, I will do so and make us a siege tower.
Yeah, sure. Cass, then, as you're tumbling, do you want to pull Valencia with you? Otherwise, she does have to wait the full duration of the turn order for her turn to come around before she stops getting shot at.
was she on the deck? I thought she was still, like...
Yeah, she's on
Yeah,
the deck.
she
Oh,
she
she
managed
got
to
all
get
the
on
way
like
up?
straight up the
Okay.
edge of the deck,
Yep.
holding the rope. She just wasn't strong enough to hold onto it.
Okay, then yeah, as I'm going, I'm just gonna, like, put my arms around her and, like, use my whole body weight to dislodge her, and then we'll flap our way down. Just use
Yep,
my wings as
okay.
an air cushion, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, very romantic, matey. Very romantic.
Hey, if you want to see some romance, and we can talk about that later, it's keeping you alive.
Look, let me enjoy the moment. She sails down the backside of a pirate ship in the arms of a raven twink. She's like, look, you fucking don't spoil for this for me with your logic.
Cass will just cackle and give her a little squeeze around the middle.
If only I thought of the siege tower idea earlier. Could have avoided that whole rope climb thing.
Honestly, pretty
Sailor
cool.
Man.
Yeah. You guys can do like the group from Cavern who watched you like start going up. They're like there was like pointing and panicking as Karin is suddenly caught. They're like, ugh, and then they see Cass float back down again, and then yeah, you pulled Valeshia's whole weight down on top of you, and you get a little squeezed.
Okay, so, just walking up onto the deck's not gonna work out, turns out.
Alright. Well, I do have an alternative idea.
Great.
Oh, what be that, Foxy?
Creating a tower.
That might take a while.
About 10 minutes, give or take.
Oh,
The spell.
Can we just
of course, right.
find some wood or like some hull that's broken off another ship to like use as a shield while you cast?
Is
That
there...
would be good.
I will serve as a sufficient bodyguard for her casting.
I mean, if you want to just
Yeah,
get
I
shot
mean,
or whatever,
you're
it's fine.
surrounded by enough stuff that you could pull together like a bunch of cover and all that.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like their boarding axes have like tremendous range on them, so they're not very accurate when they're being hucked towards you. Although there appeared to be two individuals with crossbows that take their shots. I think I can only hit you with a crit when they're up here, and it would be. Let's see here. I mean, I could try and roll one. See if the Lookout Wraith actually gets a crit on you. They do not get a crit on you. So yeah, you're able to get this tower built over the course of the minute. So yeah, what does Anai's siege tower look like?
A giant phallus.
Can I make a suggestion?
Go ahead, make a suggestion. Let's hear it.
What if it looks like a fox in the like heel pose, and you come in through the tail and you go out through its little paws up on the deck, like a balcony?
Well, I kind of like that. We'll go with that this time.
I mean, it certainly does have a style to it. All right, the first one was a failed boarding, me mateys, but we'll manage again, I'm sure.
This time, together.
Indeed.
so.
And yeah, you guys can make your ascent. I haven't ditched anyone's initiative rolls.
Just keep the same
so
initiatives.
Just keep it.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Gonna
This time
drop
we actually
that
can do it.
there
This
and I'll
time.
reposition
Mike, we
some
can
of
actually,
them.
get in marching
This guy's
formation
here,
instead of coming
this
up ass
guy's here.
backwards.
Yeah, and you can organize yourselves and put
Alright.
yourself out on deck anywhere, like
You want to switch places with me, Karin? Step back one.
on probably only up to here, like yeah, on this line.
Oh,
of
okay.
One.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, Lo, you should be back.
What your
Or
greatest
not, I guess.
archer?
You're right. Sorry,
great
our
sword-
fearless duelist needs to be able to get to her target so she can sword them.
Yes, our Grey Swordsman needs to be in the front.
I need my aura.
Can you print your aura spell? Is it timed or is it rest?
It's until short
Let's-
rest.
Until short rest.
Okay then. You may have your aura then. How large was it?
8. Oh, sorry, 5. Sorry, 5. Auras are not increased in size.
Right. You
That's
really
currently
don't
giving everyone
really
DR
want-
10 necrotic, right?
Yep. Avast me mateys. And now something else happens at initiative 20. As you lay siege to the ship and prepare for boarding, the great shanty begins.
A great shanty.
There is a dirge-like shanty played by the very walls, and everything is just really bringing you the fuck down. However, you happen to be traveling with someone who can counter shanty.
Counter shanties, my god.
Ta-da! While you are within her aura, you can ignore the dirge shanty.
Oh, that's cool. I like it.
As a minor action, you can be an extension to her shanty as well by successfully joining in the performance. So as a minor action, you would say move, like, cast to here, and then you would be able to connect an aura 1 to hers, and it makes the range of it extend.
Huh. Okay.
So you can essentially make your own zone of safety that's away from this dirge. There you go. Yeah, Valencia begins to settle into a good old righteous shanty, and this, like, awful creeping feeling that was climbing up your backs has now suddenly gone again. And yeah, now you've heard this shanty plenty of times. It's one she likes to hum to herself on the regular. Little did you know it was a mythical counter shanty.
The more you learn. Would I have like advantage on like joining in on that, having heard it a bunch?
I'd say yeah. Yeah, I'd let you have advantage on counter shantying. You are indeed very familiar with it. She hums it all the fucking time. Let's see here. All right, this boarding wraith is. Oh, you already used. I guess it's a fresh encounter. I could start for booty. I could repeat the same actions. I could start for booty cast and heave an axe at him again.
It would be funny. It is technically a new encounter.
Yeah, I should definitely do that. Charisma save, please, Cass. As this same wraith just like adjusts her mask and fucking goes, "Come on, I see you've returned for time too, me hearty."
I'm here for a good time and a long time. Yeah.
All right, this time you resist it. You are clearly prepared for their wiles. They don't like lift their mask, and it's like the librarian who removes her glasses and their hair just.
Oh.
It's like the mask comes away, and you are ready for it this time, as they will humph and then put their mask back on again. They will also still throw a boarding axe at you and miss. Dang it! Oh wait, it's if thrown its teleport. It's not on here. Oh shit. Okay, they've
Yeah, they
delivered
just teleport,
themselves
yeah.
to your face. which I'm going to choose here on this corner. It's about as safe as I can make it for them. A regrettable situation she has found herself in. Anel Valesia will move up to here and keep as many of you in the shanty aura as possible. And probably cuts that one on the way past for 24 damage.
Whoa.
And the one radiant.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't appear to do extra damage, but it does not give them weird juice.
Weird juice.
It does not power them up like it did the undead monk.
Well, that's
Filled
nice.
the yin
at
energy
least.
with yang last time. This one seems to just be taking hits. You want to give me an insight test there, Cass?
Sure. Can fail an insight for you. Oh, 16 actually.
Okie dokie. Oh, 16. Yeah, that's not an undead. They react as a normal folk would to being hit by a wound. Although the wound isn't absolutely gushing blood, it seems to be just a slow, unsteady trickle. There's something unnatural about this individual, but their reaction is very humanoid, and that is admittedly slowly flowing blood.
Whoa. You're not undead. What the hell?
Oh.
I never said I was undead.
Well, everyone else here is undead. Why are the people on this ship not undead?
Nuh-uh. Well, I was very intact. Only those ones up there are dead. And I suppose also all those sickly ghosts.
Yeah, let's quite look pretty undead over there.
Most of us aren't dead. This is just racist.
I have a very strange way of
What are you-
flirting.
Doing sitting on a ghost ship then, in the middle of nowhere.
A spooky curse, duh!
Well,
Oh,
how about we
can't
help
leave
you
the
lift
ship
the
because
curse
of-
instead of you fighting us?
Unfortunately, we must follow the orders of the last we were given by the one who took over the position of captain. But thank you for asking, Twink.
Well, where is he so I can beat him up?
She is very far deep inside the ship, in her bowels, and not in the fun way.
I assume you're not just
Right.
going to let us get
Oh.
to the captain either.
Nay, I'm afraid not, me hearty.
Damn.
But if you could make it as painless as possible, I'd be appreciative.
I
I
assume you
will
want me to
try to
hit
do
them with
so.
the back of the scythe, then...
Yeah.
We want to save their booty.
Yeah, so we can pillage it
Cass,
later.
you are conked.
Ow!
15 this time, and then another one teleports next to you.
Uh,
Sorry about that, me hearty. Mrs. is right. It's a bit rough.
That's okay, I like it rough.
Watch out for those things, though. They really are hateful undead.
Ow,
Those
shit!
things are free to
Ah!
kill. Wow. Alright, those things are free to kill, though. Alright.
Ah!
Oh,
Oh, they're groveling you.
They are, aren't they? And let's see here. Pick a target. Hey. Oh no, I have moved myself into Ralu's marking.
you sure
Yeah,
have.
I don't give a shit. Hey, Cass.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a
that's
lot.
a huge roll.
Would you prefer not to take that damage? I have 2 left.
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking damage.
Alright,
Hmm.
29 slashing to that one.
Yeah, drop it at 1 hit point. Yarr, fuck, that hurts. I said gentle.
That wasn't us.
Blasted witch. And that's their turn. And yes, this creature is able to occupy your spaces. They appear to be a swarm.
Yay.
Oh no.
As a reminder of the swarm rules, they have advantage while above half health, and disadvantage below it.
Alright. So I'm gonna take the attack action. My turn. as
Aye.
You might expect. I'm gonna start off by punching the 1 hit point wonder there with my Castus. Just
Yep.
non-lethal smack in the gob.
Yep, you give him the old Shoryuken. Kaya!
Kia! I'm going to disengage, come over to this side. Actually, yeah, over here. And half damage from sources that can't hurt multiple creatures, huh? Well, it's a good thing I have absolutely nothing to do with that except for a giant horn. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that will hit my party, so...
Also, it did attack Cass, so I'm going to attack it too.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, yeah.
I can opportunities attack it. Does a 15 hit it?
Going to...
15 against the swarm.
Yep, it's radiant.
So I'm going to use precise attack.
Yes.
Advantage.
And they do take extra damage, although it is halved
That's fine.
because it is a single. Oh no, it says multiple creatures, and yours has adjacency on it, so it actually is fine.
Yeah.
Yours would target it
Yay.
as normal.
Oh.
21, 26 damage. Owie.
And you actually do adjacency damage too.
Yeah, that's why I said like
Yeah.
No, as in like
I mean-
there's
No,
actually
it just means
target
it takes
for
full
adjacency
damage.
I
there's
think in
also
this
a
case,
target
if you
for
wanted to
adjacency.
do full damage, that should be soaked
Oh,
up
yeah.
by adjacency.
Yeah,
I mean, it should
I'm
be,
focusing swinging my scythe through these guys, so that's fine with me.
I like the idea that adjacency damage is targeting it has the power to target multiple creatures, so it can target everything in the swarm. And
Big ol'
that's-
scythe swings.
all right. And the Blade of the Rising Sun was on this other pirate.
Yes, gonna give her a little booty plundering of my own.
Yarr! Ow!
And let's see. As a minor action, I am going to cast Inspiring Cadence on myself. Pop, just give me a bardic die.
If you did a Case Punch, did you not have to swap a weapon to get that out?
No,
minor,
because
or-
the Castus is just, you just
Of course,
wear it
yeah,
on your
you're
hand.
just always fucking wearing it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
That's the good thing about it, and why it also does such pathetic damage.
You know, that is a bard skill. I'll let you as a minor join in the shanty with, like, as part of that same minor action. You can make a performance if you want to make your cadence part of
Sure.
the shanty.
Why not?
I think that seems like a fitting bard thing.
Yeah, I am a multi-class bard after all. Well,
No, unfortunately, you still don't know the words to this shanty, and you're getting confusing, a real confusing stimulation in many directions.
yeah, that is the cast life. Alright, that's me done.
All right. The duty watchman is going to try and take out your fella singer. This one is in, like, heavy, like a full horned tiefling mask, helm combination, and, like, a big, thick, like mariner's coat, essentially. Honestly, it's a pretty cool mariner's coat. It's got the big fat buckles on it, you know? Deep collar. They're really, they're Savin.
I
That is
love
how I
the
could say it.
aesthetic.
Yeah. Let's see here. Ooh, this would be kind of mean. Hey, Ralu. You're marked. While marked in this way, a creature has disadvantage on attacks that do not include the duty watchman.
Unfortunate.
And then I'm also gonna hit you with the bosun's whistle. Give me a...
Ow.
Oh, that should be a wisdom save.
What tags?
I take 24 psychic damage.
Alright.
Ah.
I'm not gonna actually do it, but it is that fucking whistle, but it is like piercing, and it just seems to be in your brain for a moment there, Ralu.
So I
What a
think it's
jerk.
Psychic something.
Yeah, I don't think you have any effect against psychic.
Nope, I don't have any
Oh,
resistance to psychic.
It's the end of their turn. Alright, the swarm of ill omens has to double move. Oh, this boarding wraith is going to Move here and ready as an action. And this one is going to do the same. Maeve.
Maeve. Well, so these things are undead, you say?
Yes. Yes, the clouds of ill victims and the lookouts that appear to actually be skeletons are undead.
Well, it's a good thing Maeve has this spell prepared. I think this is a level 2 situation.
And now Maeve casts turn undead.
She does!
Yeah,
okay.
Yep.
So,
Alright.
all undead within range take 1d8 radiant damage, so 5 to each of them, and then...
Oh, you can't reach the lookout over there because they are 9 meters up right now. Oh, no, you weren't in range for anyway.
Yeah,
It's
no.
just these two things.
And if this guy's
Okay.
an undead, he gets slapped too.
No, does not appear to be undead.
Alright. Yeah, just the auras.
Fucking, it succeeded. Both these Bork swarms are frightened. And
Begone,
impact,
fiends.
And they take 5-10 radiant.
Aha.
Owie.
Neat.
They are bespookoed. Ralu.
Alright, I have enough movement to get here.
Oh, I
And
forgot I even had these little tokens for fear, like, oh, it's a spooky ghost.
Karin, don't waste your stuff on me. I'm just gonna heal myself for 16. Yeah. Oops, sorry.
Yarr,
There we go.
yarr,
And I attack twice. And then I anchor's weight.
Watchman, your first one misses, second one hits.
Alright, I'm not gonna reroll the first one.
Yep, they take 17. Owie. Anai.
Okie dokie here. Let's see here.
They're incapacitated, so you should be able to move around as much as you want.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
offer you with them.
Yeah, I know, and that's kind of what I'm thinking here is I don't actually want to move that much. The only place I'd move would be going over this way. But I
Yeah,
can just
going up.
stay here.
You can hide behind the twink.
Or I can just stay here because they're incapacitated, not going to be able to do anything. They take up a good amount of space there.
Fair enough.
So I could, let's see here. I can just exclude this one from taking damage with my
Yes, you can.
sculpt. So we're going to do a blood spike right around
Sounds good.
here.
Alrighty.
All right, blood spike.
Blood spike is so funny.
It's
Blood
pretty
spike.
fucking cool. Alright. So, oh god, it's radiant and necrotic. This thing has DR5 to necrotic, the swarm. So I guess I still just knock it off to taking only 13 necrotic, and then it's 7 radiant.
So it'd be 6 radiant, and 1 is from the war mage
6
stuff.
radiant, sorry, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that
There.
matters that much, but you do have to make a save first.
You're right. I do have to make a save. I kind of want to I hope I fuck it up now, so I don't have to remember what I did those in reverse. Oh, no problem there.
Yep.
Okay, and
And then 1 save for the other lady there.
for the boarding wraith.
And I assume I can't knock a swarm prone
No,
because
it
of how
cannot
many there
be.
are. Yeah.
It's just a massive shite, but you can in fact prone the pirate.
I'll put her on the booty.
On the booty, as it were. 20 damage is a fucking really respectable proning AoE cantrip, that's for sure.
Yep. And then I'll start trying to join in to the counter shanty.
Alright, yeah, give me a performance. Oh yeah, you have no problem. You guys hear as Anai starts like merrily singing along, like it is one you have heard hummed a bunch. It's basically an earworm at this point that you probably have caught yourself doing while you've been working that hasn't been like Gears and Warforged work. Yarr, harr. Yarr, harr. And I'm going to put an aura on you. Feel free to move anywhere you want.
I think I will stay here. Yes, I'll stay here. I'm good.
Okay. Alrighty then. And yeah, while you're doing that, the wraith next to. In fact, it would probably be the duty watchman who's in front of Ralu there, looking up at Ralu. She is taller than him. If it not be a problem, could you perhaps try and completely tie one of us up so that we are, by all rights, incapacitated and free to talk to you when all is done, without attempting to get free and shoot you?
We will do so.
You got it.
Much appreciated. And even as he's saying that to Ralu from above, you hear.
Oh, sorry, someone was talking to me. What did he ask me?
If you could, oh so kindly, once you win this fight, tie us up and leave us completely incapacitated so that we are free to be in conversation with you.
I'm glad they've decided that we're
Certainly.
immediately going to win.
Well, they're assuming you are. You're like, they scared you off once, and they're thinking, oh, well, that was lame. We'll never see adventurers
We
again. And then you
built
came
a
back with a
tower out
siege
of nowhere.
tower. Yeah, then you came up with a siege tower. And they're like, all right, looks like the fucking meat's back on the menu.
I guess they're already giving up the ghost,
unfortunately-
huh?
Unfortunately, I was not preemptively illuminating you, so that is a miss. That should still be hit. Hit. The target is illuminated by crossbone until the next time that they receive damage. Very particular wording there. Much better. That's his turn. Loam! Go figure, my fucking lookout wraiths are the ones with the shittest of the initiative amongst them. The lookout's been really sleeping on the job, these fucking bony dickheads.
They're lookouts. They're not supposed to be the first to act, you know?
Yes, they are. That's exactly what they're supposed to do.
No,
the
they're
whole
supposed
point.
to see the things. They're supposed to see the things. They're not supposed to be the first to react to things.
Of course, yes. In another manner of speaking, they were aware of you the whole time and just deciding to wait. They're very lazy, the lookout skeletons.
Exactly.
All right, Loam, show us what you got. You stood in a swarm. The swarm is currently frightened and incapacitated, so it is unable to oppy you.
Kinathis?
There's an awful lot of auras going around.
The green auras are good, and the
Yep.
white aura is also good.
Yep, they're all
okay.
positive.
In fact, you want to be stood in a green aura, or you have negatives to your attacks.
And damage. Don't forget that.
And damage.
Gonna move out of this thing's square.
It's incapacitated, so it can't.
Oh, it's incapacitated.
Yeah,
yeah,
Is
it
that
can't
from
oppy
like
you.
turn undead?
Yep.
Yeah, you
Turn
got
undead.
turn undead.
Oh.
It's like
It
Hess
can't
was
oppy you,
with us
so-
this whole time.
If you
Yeah,
could
I know.
either help me or knock that girl out.
I'm just taking stock. Okay, good God.
You can't non-lethally shoot. These raids have asked you
Yeah,
very
they're not
kindly to
quite
non-lethal them.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
kind of coerced and they're not quite undead.
Yeah,
Correct.
they're not undead.
They appear
Are
to
you-
be living mortals under the effect of some kind of curse.
Are you telling me you don't have Green Arrow's boxing glove arrow? For shame.
We need to get you
I
punching arrows.
don't.
You do got to get yourself a boxing arrow.
I have bullets and I have arrows and I can slice things
Yeah,
up
but-
with the sword.
They're very easy. Just shoot them with blunt bullets. No.
Just shoot them with bullets. They're right. They're blunt. Yeah, you're right.
Look, Loam, you're
Yeah.
a master swordsman. It should be easy for you to incapacitate this thing.
Oh my fucking god! Thank
Oh,
you,
aren't
this
you
thing
a
has
pretty
reach
one,
on it.
lass? A pleasure to be seeing you.
I don't think I can. Whatever. I'll attempt to non-lethal this.
I mean,
guess?
you have the cloud of
Oh
horrible
wait,
faces
you
is
know
not
what?
front.
Hang on a second.
Frenzy bow is a quarterstaff.
I was just gonna say I'm just gonna whack this thing with the bow.
Yeah.
Whack.
Much appreciated.
Whack.
Oh god.
Oh, okay, no, the first one knocked her out.
Okay.
Wait, no, it didn't. Oh, that's so unfortunate for her. She has to take the mega concussion.
I'm sorry.
The first one, yeah,
Concuss.
dropped it to 2. So the second one, fucking really unconscious as her.
The
She's
poor
gonna
girl.
be out for a while.
Whoops.
We tried to compliment your booty, and you took offense.
So,
to
yeah,
it.
it's just like, now ye are a very attractive elven you fucking absolutely stave their head in.
Loam just
That was Batman on lethal right there.
Yeah.
Loam just,
You are coming
Yeah.
to her.
Loam's
I
just
just-
no
I'm
no
just-
Yuri.
Lethal.
Loam's just no Yuri for you. I'm straight into big
Yeah.
boys.
You're a big
They
boy.
just say to the other boarding race, don't hit on her. She has a man. That's what she's gonna do to your ass.
You cannot ask someone not to appreciate fine art.
See, they had the right idea.
There is a
They get it.
statue of me.
Exactly. It's a very
That
good
leaves me
statue
no
of you.
doubt.
Solid gold.
Grand fondness for elves around here.
Alright. I do have a minor
any more movement?
action.
Yeah. Heck, would you like to do a minor action to join in the shanty and try and extend it?
My performance is bad. I would probably be a bad idea.
I mean, it probably won't hurt
Negative
unless
one.
like you crit fail.
-1.
Oh,
You'd have to roll a 16 to join in.
No, I'll pass on that. I think I will. Yeah. Minor actions. I guess I'll just probably bark that one.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna be honest. I heard you say bark.
Bark. I mean, it does. I do put a paw print on as my little mark of the wild there. All right, and
That's
the
not
other
like,
look
you're
out,
just gonna
Wraith.
bark at them.
Let's shoot
Bark,
at
bark, bark.
Valencia. Try and interrupt that there shanty. Fuck. Karin,
no. I
avast
don't-
ye scurvy bear.
Scurvy burr?
Scurvy bear.
Yeah, okay, fuck. I didn't move up. Ah, goddamn. Sunk. Sunk. Yeah. Okay, so I know people are getting their tushes touched.
Thus far, I think right now everyone's looking okay on health. Even Cat is like not in one hit range.
Yeah, no, I know, but they still have had their tushes touched.
Yeah. Oh wait. Oh, I have bad news for you. You triggered 2 radiant actions because you technically got closer to them.
Oh, you
when
stepped
you
into
move
the
forward.
range.
Wait, I got closer?
To these 2
Oh,
dudes over here had radiant actions. However, no, you did not. You on. I guess I could do a long range double attack. All right, these are with disadvantage. Swoop. Oh, you're so lucky. I had disadvantage. God damn. 19 to hit and a
Yeah,
27 to hit.
27 hits for
9.
Yeah.
And then this one gets teleported 45. This one gets teleported 45. Let's carry on.
so that's 4.
I guess long range would be 10 for them, even though they don't have a long
Mhm.
range.
Yeah,
rating.
it's melee thrown 5.
It says they teleport to the target of the attack, not teleport 5.
You're right.
Yeah, that's true.
Welcome to the bear
Karin.
zone.
Is Karin in bear mode right now or Karin mode?
Yeah, I had to go bear mode before.
Oh,
because
right, yes, you're
of,
still floating
the
bear mode
movement.
because you haven't rested. It's impossible to squeeze more short rests out of you.
Okay, so let's get those temporary hit points up again.
Sure. How many is it?
Beyond That's 13.
You think I'd remember, but we existed games with multiple people who can cast it with entirely different values, so I could never fucking remember.
Yeah, I know. So 13 there.
Sweet. Anything
And
else?
then let's see. Let's see. Cass took a 26 before.
Sorry?
So you took a 26 hit before?
No,
Or-
I've taken
No.
15 points of damage.
Cass is doing fine.
Okay,
I'm-
but you got 13. You got 13 divine resilience.
Okay.
So did the Ralu.
So,
And Felish.
what's it do?
13 divine resilience temporary hit points means
Okay.
when you take damage and you still have the temporary hit points, you take half damage.
Half
until they're all gone.
damage. Is it all damage? Does that
Yep.
include like
Yep.
psychic?
Yep.
Okay,
It's everything.
It is an incredibly cool spell.
Yes.
The prime
And
is if
so
you get
does-
hit for like, you know, fucking 24 damage, and then you still have that one crisp temporary hit point left. So you only need one to get the benefit of that fucking half damage.
Yeah, and all right, this one, the freshest salmon. Yeah. Okay, that should
Salmon
be all
is
for me.
nice. I mean,
I do love good salmon. That menu that you showed me. Oh my god.
mm,
So yeah, standard action, Karin.
Yeah, that was all I could do for now.
Okie poke. This boarding wraith is unconscious. Militia. If she moves, she's. You guys don't need her aura right there. You're probably gonna need it so that you're in range to like hit other things. So she moves up to here for you.
how nice of her.
Yeah, I mean you'll have to follow her into the green aura
Hmm.
to remain within it. The range of her counter shanty. And then I think she's just gonna fire the old wrist crossbow up at one of these lookout wraiths. The one on the right. And hit. And now this one is the very unconscious wraith. Ow. And then the swarm, you're frightened and in caps. And then at the end of your turn, you try a wisdom saving throw. I don't think that succeeds the DC 16.
Nope.
Cass!
Well, just gonna come around here. Actually, can I move through that swarm space?
Swarms can move through your spaces. I don't know that you can choose to move through it though yourself. It's still an enemy.
That's fine. Alright,
Yeah.
then I will use a minor action to
You know, I might count them as difficult terrain.
Nah, that's fine. I will just use a minor action to disengage so I can get over here and get back to sneak attacking.
Makes sense.
Gotta stab
Ah.
people in the butt. Let's see, I don't need to turn
I
initiative
thought this
on.
was my quest for booty.
Sorry to tell you, but you are the booty on this quest.
Oh.
Yarr. Yarr. Ow! Was this, sorry, on the marked one or the one directly between
Yeah,
you?
the marked one. Might as well focus. Or actually, does it... It's if I'm in the aura, not if they're in the aura, right?
Correct, you have to be the one in yours, so
Okay,
you can
yeah.
hit her.
I
no
will,
problem, as long as you're in the
concentrate
green.
fire.
Okay. 35. What a fucking conk.
Oof.
Big stabos.
Jesus Christ.
Not gonna smite just in case I fucking kill her.
Yeah, you're actually lethal
Yeah.
damage then. Alright, Duty Watchman. Panic and try and stab the pants. With the Rust Lass. Yeah, I can't. The disengage is towards their target. Do you think? I don't think that counts me as like rotating around you because I'm as towards you as I can get.
No, that's not.
I mean,
It's just gonna swing
They're
around
the
you like a
same space.
maypole.
I'd say you could go to like here, but not around.
Will operate on the same flat face.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. All right, I'll just maypole swing you just halfway around there with the rustless. Unfortunately, not a hit. And this swarm is also spooked. Come on. 16. You bitch! I saw green and then I was sad afterwards. Alright, Borden Wraith.
Your time to shine.
Point at Cass. Give me a charisma save, Twinko.
Guys, I feel like I'm unfairly targeted amongst everyone for these quizzes.
Show me that nape, Twinkie.
You are. This is good. I guess they're all in the twinks here.
Oh, you pass.
Oh yeah, it is 14. Alright, sweet. Everybody wants the Twink's ass.
They do. They really do.
I'm not sure whether to feel jealous for you or upset by it. or
You're
anything
mostly
like
just not in range over there. Otherwise, those tits I would love to perish between. 15 I don't think hits cast, does
Get
it?
parried.
No. Okay, and then this one. You know what? Anai. Just because you were feeling a bit left out.
that. Okay.
Oh, how
Charisma
thoughtful.
How thoughtful of them.
Does that provoke an opportunity attack?
It's not really in a...
I guess not.
I
It's
guess
not a damage dealing
it's-
ability, so I don't.
So let's
No, yeah, there's no
So-
damage.
How's she
Okay,
gonna
so
try to?
no-
How's she gonna try to wiggle out of her armor? That's like, basically, she just has to shake her
It's-
shoulders.
Yeah,
I mean-
You
Yeah.
just do the shoulder. Does the shoulder shake so like the robes are settled down onto the arms? Then more chest present forward.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're now feeling a little bit flushed, a little hot under the collar.
What's a good icon for slow?
Snail.
I just go with the little minus sign.
Snail.
There isn't
What's
snail in
slow?
this in this
There's a
pack.
snail.
There's no snail? Why no
No,
Nope,
snail?
no
pack.
snail in this pack. Pack to the other one, to Savin one.
You mean the
Okay.
basic roll 21?
Yeah, Savin uses basic bitch one. I
The
use
basic bitch.
slightly higher tier because it has Sideways Man, which is the best prone icon ever.
I like the basic one way more, but Sideways Man is a pretty compelling argument. And the
Yeah.
paw print. The
The
paw
moment-
print's also pretty good.
Yeah,
you
paw
can
print
enable it
from
so
Arc.
both packs are there at the same time.
I can, but the sheet it becomes like fucking 4 pages of scroll.
Yeah, true.
I like the ghost. The ghost is a good one for frightens.
So spooky ghost. Yep. I also like the summoning circle.
Yeah, there are some bangers in there.
Yeah, there are some good ones. I
Yeah,
wish
there's
I
some pretty good
could
ones, yeah.
like actually pick and choose and build a panel of ones that I use.
Yes.
Anyway, Karin. Chop.
Okay.
You take 15. Mive.
Mive! Time to cast Fireball on this rusty old chip, right? Come on.
Woo!
No.
Alright. Well, everyone's still turned undeadly, so I'm just gonna step over here and start poking this Zomboni. Or not Zomboni. Alternatively, I could cast Bless. Nah, we're fine. Just poke.
Poke.
Doing strike. Yay! Also
Fucking
source of
hell,
surge,
you
good
guys and your non-lethal, Jesus.
Goodness.
healing. Yeah, well, that's definitely not gonna even risk dropping her, so,
Yeah, I know. I just love the idea. It's like, all right, fine. Well, they really asked you to do them clean, and you've gone in too clean.
have an extra 4 or 5 thunder damage and make me a strength save, or get punted.
Roll more.
Actually, there's nowhere for her to
That's
get punted.
great.
She just gets knocked prone if she fails.
Yeah.
Uh,
More dice. Save it.
What?
The smite is a crit.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
with a crit.
right.
Yeah.
So 2 more d6.
Right, 8.
There you go. She is prone.
and she is Sideways.
I got
Sideways,
AFK. I trust in your
man.
ability to hit my lightsaber button if my turn comes around.
Sure. Ralu.
Oh. Back to it. Just dancing with this guy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Um,
clearly you are trying to fast pass this fucking dance.
let's see.
7, 15, 18
I've only
damage.
got one spell left, and I want to use that to save someone just in case, so I'm not going to smite.
And then 15. Alright, well, they were even blasted down into double digits. Admittedly an elite, so not a tremendously difficult thing to do, but
Yeah.
still.
Yeah, I figured I was facing the meatiest guy on the table after my first hit barely even cost him to take a paper cut.
Yeah, elites in general have just a flat double the hit points of whatever archetype they are.
Hmm.
Whereas solos have a mathematical formula that is level +1 multiplied by multiplied by number of characters in the party.
Alright, I'm going to need 3 con saves.
Another one, I can't remember. I need. Sorry, do you need 3 con saves?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, of course. Yes. All right. Borders, 2 con. Fuck. Swarm. Con. Fuck. What is with all these ones? My dice.
I mean, hey, any consolation. It's a little bit lower damage this time around.
It isn't much
Well-
consolation. Okay, so 14,
This one.
20, and then -5 and +5 is still 20. This thing is barely going. I'm just going to shrink the swarm down to like a fucking 1 tile size because it sure is basically depleted to nothing.
Understandable.
And then Skow takes 18. Nearly dropped. And this one is now dying.
I was afraid of that. Unfortunate. Minor action, I will continue the performance going up, keeping my chest old heaving with all the singing and keeping the attention.
You do have to get the green borders in contact to extend the aura, though. You
Yeah.
are not just an island of aura
Yeah.
unto yourself, so you'll have to
Oh,
move
okay.
forward a
So I
bit.
can move like there.
Yep.
Alright, perfect. Crit to do it as well.
Excellent. Fantastic singing. And yeah, there is now one of them perishing. Lookout Wraith is going to shoot back at Valencia, I think. And I think that misses Valencia. What's your AC? Yeah, 16. Loam.
Let's see. Who can I knock out next? Oh.
Twirls quarterstaff with malicious intent.
I can't lean into the bonk, but I sure wish I could, as you miss. And then you hit and knock this one out. Thankfully, not like fucking ridiculous.
I was more gentle this time.
Yeah,
little bit more
a
gentle.
good tap. All right, yeah, and the other one there though is dying.
Oh.
Huh?
Don't worry, I can stabilize.
Yeah, the one
Okay.
here between the group that got hit by a spell and is like in the process of perishing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. It's
I
fine.
can
Karin goes
stabilize
before
her.
them.
Yep, and then
That's
this
fine, yeah.
Lookout Wraith is going to try again. Hey, Valencia gets hit by the clickety clackety. Only 6 damage though, but they are illuminated. Karin.
Well, we're going to use a medkit to just stabilize her.
Sure thing. Give me a medicine test. There isn't really a healer's kit in this game.
No. No, there is a healer's kit there.
Oh, okay.
Man,
Alright then.
don't you have spare the dying though?
No, I do not have this fucking
Is
cantrip.
that
No,
even
her,
a spell in that?
her cantrips are punchy as fuck, which is very funny considering her deep heel leaning.
Yeah,
Alright.
which is very fucking weird. But that's as a sudden action, automatically stabilized.
Yep.
Anyone?
Yep.
And then minor action.
While you're doing
Just
that, I'm
going
gonna roll
to-
and keep this moving.
Just gonna flash of light myself.
Sounds good. Oh my god, neither of my swarms, they get to act, and then on Cass's turn, Cass will come up and lightsaber. Let's see here. Chop. An unfortunate miss.
What's her AC? Like 13 or 12, 10?
I'm not telling you.
We don't know yet.
Well, it's not 10, so it must be higher.
Unfortunate. And then they will come over here and then minor case just punch this thing just to try and get rid of it as well. Bonk. Oh yeah. It's only the 6 damage, but you know. That's more than enough. Wipes out the malevolent spirits. Just get them off the board over there.
No, it is to sneak attack and everything.
No, does not get to, already used it. Oh no, yeah, that one missed, so I guess it never
hit,
came
so-
out. Yeah. You're right. So very killed it. And then yeah. Alright. Duty Watchman. Duty Watchman. Hitting you with a weapon's really difficult. I'm gonna let you
That's
get
true.
an RP on the Duty Watchman by instead making you do wisdom saves.
Okay. I'm not good at
I do
those.
cast a ranged spell attack in your face, so you can RP.
Yeah.
With a reaction.
And I will reaction operate. And then I will
technically
take
take 10.
10 damage.
I mean, it makes the most
I
sense to do.
gotta remember to open my sheet because whenever I'm not at full health, I put my temporary HP on my sheet, not on the thing.
Yeah. Boarding Wraith.
Yes, EP.
Boarding Wraith. Usually I'd be like, hey, you've got this under control, but I need to try and rip some fucking resources out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, understandable.
Alright. So, now that we're sorceress surging, we'll come over here and start poking on this guy. Oh. Take this, you fiend.
Hey, calling me a fiend is racist.
Yeah, I'm part Cambion too.
And then she misses because
no,
you
no,
know.
sorcerer surge advantage.
Oh, of course, damn it. Yeah.
For my 10 whole damage.
I mean,
damage
hey,
is damage.
there was like a seventh of his remaining health. Just conked. Alright. Ralu. Hit.
That's my turn.
21. 18.
I'm also
Aye, aye,
bonking with
aye.
the back part of the scythe. Provided there's not a spike on the back, because some scythes have that. Otherwise, I'm just hitting them with the handle.
The scythe. No. The scythe would be the classic like field reaping scythe, so it doesn't have like a follow through sickle blade. It's just the main one.
All right, yeah, just hit him with the back of it then. Stop resisting! Stop
Would
resisting!
the DC Pro retroactively go up to 18 for the save ends? Surely not.
I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't. It's just against your spell save DC. Spell save DC get bump.
That's a good point.
I feel like no, the spell sets the spell's DC at what you hit them with. Surely, a moment when you hit them with a spell that was not sorcerously surged. Why would now that it's better you suddenly just put your DCs up?
Yeah.
That's
I don't
not
know, you're
really
arguing with
the
the
person that
made the
come
game.
up.
Yeah, I know. I am arguing with the person who did it. If that's your
I mean,
okay.
that's ruled as intended, but also I hadn't really ever thought of this particular circumstance coming up. Because, like, why would you not sorcerer surge at the start of combat if you're ever going to? And the answer is because I'm a retard. The game isn't entirely retard-proofed yet. It is in beta.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a good point. Like, if it's not like a modifier in there when the spell is cast, it probably shouldn't be added on after the spell is already going.
Yeah, like I'm fine
it's
with
like-
that ruling. It's just that rules as written, I think that's how it works. But
Yeah. So I do definitely think spell DCs should be set at what they were at time of casting.
sounds
Yeah.
good to me.
I forgot to make a save last turn against the slow, but whatever. I way past it. I just had the slow.
You
on me.
haven't moved anyway.
I know. I know.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. So
Yeah, she moved like one whole square to
Yeah.
connect the auras.
I figure as part
Oh,
of slow
yes, my
here,
apologies.
she'll just like do like sashaying, like essential hip like movement as she
Yeah,
moves
yeah,
up
yeah,
through
like-
spaces.
Like for the full beans right now.
Yeah.
And yes, sorry. Saving on your turn, I missed with the sliver and then just ran over and cock punched the other ghost with your case this as a minor.
Hell yeah.
Give me a con save.
A con save out now.
From the big ol' swarm.
You.
Oh,
Ooh.
they pass.
Wow.
All right, and then perform to keep the aura going. Another crit.
Again, another crit. It's like when someone starts hearing the Karin dancing and then you actually come out with all of the lyrics and they're like, oh, okay, I wasn't prepared for whatever it was you brought to the table here.
Listen, I was classically trained in my youth.
Yep. Classically trained in sea shanties.
Did they finally come out with that mod for BG3 where you get Carmel dancing at the main page? I hope so.
Have no fucking idea. Alright, let's try. Oh, in fact, Valeshia's still illuminated. Shoot Valeshia some more. Yay, hit. Loam, your go.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, not only did they do that, but they also added like the changing lights.
Wait, those guys are way up top, way up high, aren't they?
Yeah, they're 9 up.
Hmm.
These ones do appear to be undead, though, so, you know.
I will shoot at this one. I will steady my aim. And I will Zephyr Stride them. Not Zephyr Stride. I will Wind Strike shot him and push them off the rigging.
Alright, print it.
I'll just do the one. Just level 1, I think. So that's 3d8.
Immediately after, you can use my action to cast it. They take that damage. There isn't actually a save, is there?
No. It's
No.
smite.
Alright, I make a deck save to try and grab on.
God.
Ooh, never mind. It makes a deck save to grab on and leaves its arm behind as you kill it. It fucking crumples into a heap. The xylophone crashes to the ground.
That one was definitely undead, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank God.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, our lookouts got kind of roasted from the offset. They were not taken prisoner. As indeed were, gestures at ghosts.
Yes, I figured so.
This lookout wraith. Well. Shoot Loam, because fuck you, Loam. I miss, I think. 15.
I think that will meet, actually. That meets.
Hooray! You take 7 damage and are illuminated.
Ow.
Do I? What? Did you say straight?
Karin, I
Not
said
that
Loam.
loam.
Oh.
And then I said the word illuminated. Or was it the word 7 that caught you?
I'm sorry.
Karin.
What?
Okay, so I see this these shadows over here. Single target attacks half damage, correct?
Yep. If an attack that you use can target multiple creatures, then they do full damage. So anything that's like does adjacent damage, or has a burst or a blast damage.
Ah, okay.
Or pointedly, though, there
The-
are bursts that only do like one creature in burst, and those obviously do not qualify. Still one target.
Yeah, how about that? How about that bitch fucker up with the railing? The skelly boy there. How
Ow.
about you go fuck himself?
I mean, half of a crit is still pretty fucking good. Which target was that? Sorry.
Body boy up in the railing.
All right. Man in the rafters takes 8, 22, 29, 34. Ow.
All
Well,
that
let's check.
radiant.
Is gonna you know what? I'm gonna come over here and if I shoot them with a surprise bolt, I might accidentally kill them. 19 damage. Oh, so close. Blast.
Yeah, +1.
Yep. They have 1 hit point left. Sorry.
If they
I'm
had
just gonna-
2, they have 1 now. So if
Yes,
they have
that's
1,
what I
they have
just said.
0. Sweet.
No.
They went from
They
2
had
to
2,
1.
and then I added on another
Yeah,
1.
like-
They are now on
Yeah.
1.
Ah.
If this is not some kind of like stack mathematical overflow.
We're not counting here.
I guess.
Hello.
We've got a
Alright.
1 hit point wonder, we've got a bony Tony, and we've got a stack of spooky spookins.
Alright, hold on. Can I get here? Oh, perfect. Okay. I come over here. I take the attack action. Slap. I'm not turning on all my buttons. That's just the, you know,
Yep.
Gastus.
Thump.
And I use a minor action to disengage, and I use the rest of my speed to come over here. And this is going to
Good
be...
shot, Twink! Yeah, and this is going to be the sneak attack full beans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
See, I saved you 2 whole points of
Is-
damage.
Isn't he like 9 squares up?
I can fly.
Yes, I don't know the...
Oh, right,
how,
right.
do you have enough movement to fly 9 spaces?
I have enough... I'm not doing
Because you
trig,
moved
I
over to hit
refuse.
that guy. No, I mean, just literally...
I
are you
have
going-
9...
do you have a
I have
9
I have
speed?
9 squares of movement. Yes.
Yes, if you have 9 speed to spare, I count it diagonally, that's fine. As long as you have the 9 to get up there, it doesn't matter.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I can disengage to add 3 to my already 6 speed, so that's 9.
Cool. Then yeah, not a problem at all. And
Whoa.
yeah, you can go up and thump him 30. Which game is it that forces you to do trig to figure out?
Pathfinder.
Alright, Pathfinder.
Of course. Never mind.
You'll
My
notice
soul,
if you
my
open...
soul knew the answer before I'd finished asking.
If you open the map little tab at the
Oh
top,
right, yeah,
Scout,
that's right. Yeah,
they're
I can
even
set it to
called.
Pathfinder diagonals. Yeah, they're called Pathfinder diagonals. You're
Yep.
right.
Mhm.
They're not
Merzendi
called
has them.
They're not called trigonomic diagonals.
Yeah, Merzendi has them on her game as well, and I had forgotten. I was used to this game, so I was counting my my diagonals because I have a speedy character because I have a spider lower body, and yeah, I like Pathfinder diagonals are they're pretty rough.
Thank God we don't play Pathfinder anymore.
Yeah.
Thank fuck for that.
don't-
We play this game that dude made. That's real cool.
Oh.
I never want to play
I
Pathfinder again.
failed. Okay, now I'm gonna let you guys just like freely beat up on the thing. They can't put up a fight.
Dark Souls PvP.
I'm gonna start tying these
Alright.
guys up all
Hang
Shibari
on.
like.
I was about to say, Cass, you're half Japanese. Pull out the shibari rope.
half Eastern. Michael put a hand up. Hey.
You should give that to
Hey, this
Mai.
ga-
She's usually the one who does the tying.
Thank you.
It has actually come up before. This isn't the first time we've shibari'd people.
This is very, it's very, very true. In fact, a lot of you has still humming your sea shanty. And yeah, while there are no combatants, the unsettling dirge has dropped down, but it's still like that, like ghostly feedback. You know that feeling that you get in some like old buildings with old rattly air conditioning that
Murmur.
makes you unnerved. The murmur, yeah. Like there's a name for it. There's basically a frequency that makes people paranoid and uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, it is the ghost frequency there. It's an actual
Yeah.
high frequency note there.
Mm-hmm. Turns out that some people who think they live in haunted houses and see shit just kind of need someone to tighten the screws on like their AC vent. No, don't worry, Cass. This is session 69, not session 6999!
You're right, we're gonna get white noted. Never mind.
I think I would call it the pink note. It's charming.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. You can tie all of these folk up. Is there anyone in particular you want to make conscious, or are you going to...
Isn't
rouse
this
all
guy
of them?
the leader, basically?
Oh,
Yep.
fuck him. Let me have one of the hot girls who was trying to get my ass.
Fine.
This one is of those, the bottom right one that's least concussed.
Yes, we need to talk to them about once more in the ship, I guess. They said they wanted to talk about at least some of that.
Yeah. Medicine test, I guess, to rouse them, unless you want to spend actual healing.
Sure, I could do a medicine check.
Yeah.
Nah, can help.
Alright. Yeah, bring them to... She's no longer unconscious. Vast, me mateys.
Welcome back to the land of the
Intruders
living.
will do nothing about this. You make fine knot work. And oh no, we are incapacitated and unable to stand up to our foes. Clearly that means we are out of the fight, and as by the exact wording of the oath made, perfectly fine to remain. How's it going?
Wonderful. This is great. Would you mind telling us about this captain of yours that you mentioned earlier?
Yarr. A sad matter, that. Tell me, how familiar are you with black dragons?
Let's find out. Hey, Skow, how familiar am I with black dragons? Would that be Arcana or History? Can I make a history check even though I don't have it trained?
Yes. Or...
I guess nature as well. They are a natural being. So if you want to know their like actual facets, like weaknesses and shit like that, that also works. But history, if you want to know about them as individuals in marks of history.
I used Inspo to get a 20.
Okie dokie.
So how much do I... Well, I did ask specifically how much do I know, not how much do we know.
Yeah, sure. I'll go then. Starting with you, Ralu. As far as black dragons, there was one who had a pretty infamous hoard of good fucking loot, maybe 200 years ago, off in some of the more westerly parts of the deserts. They turned up in a lot of the Golden Mother stories, you know. Clearly this individual is just one of her many concubines who have spread out and gone to roost. These days you're aware that that's probably bullshit, but they might be, you know, carnally familiar with at least one of the Golden Mothers that have existed in history.
Do I know about... do I know about like their acid stuff? Do black dragons in your game have acid breath?
Yes.
Okay.
They have the old acid breath, and they also have, I believe it's a slowing effect. The soporific sleep one is on. I can't remember. But yes, regardless, it is acid breath.
Oh.
Anai, your version of this history is different. The westerly black dragon is in fact not like a random concubine of the Golden Mother. They are or were historically a trading partner with a bunch of zealots from the Westlands. However, when the group with which they were associated was destroyed by the forces of Velthramar many a year ago, they sort of fell apart, and the Black Dragon gradually got less and less mentally stable before eventually becoming like a very secular and enclosed individual. They stopped trading out with other people, just started hoarding all of the gold. They saw no need to send money out and receive goods. There was no one else on the west to trade with. Presumably they were fond of at least one of the people who are now quite dead and has decided to be quite miserable. At least until then pirates came around and stole all of her gold.
Yeah. And
I know that... in our histories 200 years ago, there was a black dragon that was a mm, lover of the Golden Mother. Apparently, she was quite wealthy.
The
Wait,
Golden Mother. Ah, of course, Manticore Queen. Or does she prefer King? I know some ladies still prefer the hard male titles so they can wave around their big, impressive, hard male cocks.
she is referred to in the feminine, yes.
Okay, then.
My race is all feminine.
Right. Well, then yes, I would not be surprised if the dragon and your queen have knocked boots, as it were. She is, by all intents and purposes, a very attractive dragon, but should I have known the cost of I'd have stayed well clear, let's put it that way.
Yes, the trade was not very favorable for you considering their history.
Oh, I mean, it wasn't exactly a trade. Well, I suppose that part's a long story.
I'm guessing you're afflicted by a dragon curse, then.
That's what
The
we gathered
dragon,
from the treasure we found
yes.
before.
A large amount of the dragon's treasure was,
Booby trapped?
indeed, or more correctly, the containers for them.
The
I don't
containers,
know
you say?
Yes, we took the whole chests. I don't know the ins and outs of these particular curses. Not exactly a witch, am I?
I'm just gonna. Well, I can't raise a brow at Anai because I have a helmet on. Gesture to Anai. This sounds like something up her alley. She went to college for stuff like this.
She'd need to actually see this thing
Yeah,
to have any
I
idea
would-
of how the curse functions.
I would need to actually see it in person to have any idea of how it functions.
Do you
Traces
still
of
have
it.
those chests on the ship then?
Are they cursed? Oh, sorry, on our ship. I thought you were talking to your fox.
No.
Yes, I believe they'd be here somewhere, down in the hold, or in the captain's quarters, maybe, considering the dragon has taken up that little bit of residence. Can't say I've gone down there in a long old time.
And the dragon's taking it up.
Aye, she became our new captain,
Ah, alright, that makes some sense.
and set our other two to bitch work. We had two captains, blessed were we. We had our deck captain and our gunner captain. The great Callie and the lovely Aja. Not
Interesting.
seen either of them in a while either.
Interesting. Most vessels have simply one captain, and then the second is billeted. That's why the role of first mate exists.
Nay, you see, they're siblings and would argue.
Ah,
So let's get back to this dragon.
Right, the dragon. Yes, so, little did we know that the money inside the chests were tracked, and the chests themselves were trapped. Very different words there. What had culminated was in that the wounded dragon that we had seen off as we escaped with their gold was quite not done with us, and came to our ship in the night and took it by storm. By storm, I mean, well, you've seen the state of them lookouts. Everyone who was up on deck at the time was blasted, scoured by burning acid, and then they tore their way through the decks from step to step in the guise of a quite muscular woman, at the very least. So they
Also,
went
have we-
down with style.
Oh, sounds
have we
hot.
taken off her helmet? I assumed that we'd like removed their arms and armor and like the helmet and everything.
You
tie them up
I
pretty
don't
well.
know. Have you removed her helmet?
Cass, if you, to
Of course,
Shabiri, these
Cass.
guys. Okay,
Take off their helmets at least. You want to see pretty faces.
I'm just curious. What race are we talking to? This was a while ago.
You're talking to a human,
For as much
honest
as
and
I-
true, and I've been lasting a fair bit longer than I should have. I understand.
For as much as that sounds like a very unfortunate experience, it does sound like a very hot one if the dragon was any good looking.
Indeed. Again, it sort of takes a little bit of the edge off, though, when we've been stuck here for couple hundred years at this point.
Quite.
Vanished
Closer
about.
there was keeping track of the time that passed, considering we had a fine clock on the little cabin over there, but eventually that started to set him a little bit batty, so we decided to take that away from him. Don't know where the clock is anymore.
How long ago did the ship vanish? Was it 200 years?
200 years.
So about
yeah,
150, I believe it was the actual ship.
Uh,
200
you-
years ago was the last you'd heard of the dragon.
Your vessel vanished about 150 years ago. Far beyond
shit.
the age range of a human. Does
Well,
the
yeah.
dragon's curse also preserve your mortal flesh?
Well, I suppose it has to. And thank goodness, or we'd have also all starved.
Speaking of the dragon,
That's not a fine way to go. I've seen people starve before.
have they gone any more crazy than how the history depicts them?
Now that
It-
I could not tell you. I have not seen her in the 100-odd whatever years you say it is. Down in the captain's quarters.
Was she not
Insanity.
left?
Pile of loot. She's still down there, sure.
And she's never come up for air or to hunt or whatever?
Not that we've seen.
Anai, you said she went insane? Before she attacked them?
Not quite
I-
insane, but
We don't
became
have
a
any of this in the history books.
but became more of a recluse after the trading parties she usually traded with up in the western chivalrics met their end to their Dark Lord Velthamar. Following that, they proceeded to rather take themselves back and stop trading with people and become more of a recluse. Presumably, her lover or someone that she cared about in those parties no longer came, and heartbreak does what heartbreak does to a person.
Cass, like, licks his palm and slicks back his hair. Well, that's a problem I specialize in fixing.
Unless it was a child.
Okay, I can't fix that problem.
Or can ye?
I
And
can...
can we
You can.
watch?
maybe.
Well, aren't you a kinky one?
Kinky nothing. We're deprived of all sensations after we've been down here for long enough. I can't even remember what old boot leather tastes like. Well, I guess I could have taken off my boot to eat it and try, but that was a poor example. I forgot what food tastes like. Drink. The look in my mother's eyes, all of that kind of stuff. So, yeah, no, I'd be probably down to watch a twink smash a dragon. Or in a fight.
Understandable, I suppose.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Knowing
Perfect.
you, you'll probably try to redeem the dragon. However, she has gone insane. It might come down to... I don't think we know any...
Cass is just
No,
gonna
I
put his
actually do.
hands on Ralu's shoulders. If she's insane, I definitely got this.
Okay, fair point.
I can fix her. I can make her worse.
And that remains if she's even still alive down there.
That's true, she could be dead, but then I think the oath would be ended, because she'd be the one
Could you-
holding the curse.
And if she's
Now,
not
could you
undead
tell-
by herself.
Could you
Yes.
tell us the wording of your oath, please?
I was not the one who made it, so I cannot say I know exactly. But so long as we remain capable, remain bound to this ship in order to defend her against all borders, till the day we are released from the darkness of this oath. Essentially like that. I don't know the exact words, but I know enough to know that now that I am completely incapable of fighting you, then that counts as me at least not having to try and break free, which is nice, otherwise I'd have probably quite ruined myself on these lovely notes.
Understandable.
Yeah, don't go loosening any of them up though, or we'll be back to enemies again.
We should go down a deck here in just a moment and try and take out more of you all and dispatch it.
Can you give me the exact layout of your vessel? Is yours what type of warship do you have? I was raised to be a captain.
Very fine. It's a typical enough one. We've got our deck up here, right beneath and nestled close to the cabin. Left staircase is the armory. That's where we keep our kept, weapons, ammunition, that kind of thing. Hand gear, armor in some cases. Not much of that though. It's heavy and hot. Other staircase takes you down to the ship and decks. That's where we've got a lot of our old lovely maids.
Alright, so no anomalous features then. You didn't.
We got crawl spaces for repairing here and there, but
Jeffrey's
nothing you'd
tubes.
call an anomalous. I don't know who Jeffrey is, our tubes, but sure.
You never can tell with a ghost ship. Or just a ship of this ancient of make.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, below the ship ends is the gunnery deck, and then from there are a series of different staircases take you to all of our living spaces. Fuck, I haven't seen what my bunk looks like in, I guess, that many years now that I think about it.
Did
That's
you
a shame.
say that the dragon was holed up in the hold or in the captain's quarters?
The
Captain's quarters. There's like this rich bitch quarters down the bottom above the engine room, where
Okay,
I
now
can
you're
that's
stay
speaking my
warm
language.
at night.
That's hardly the place for a captain's quarters, so that is anomalous. Most of the captain quarters are below the helm.
I just never had to have rich bitch quarters. They're the best.
I
Aye.
was raised on warships, not pleasure yachts.
To be fair, this is a warship, but it was designed by someone who, best intent and the will of the world. The ship wouldn't function if she weren't magic.
I'll just hook a thumb over her shoulder. So then, what room lies beneath your helm?
I just said, there are two staircases back there in that cabin, armory and docks. The ship hand decks. Here, I'll take you back over to this. It is quite literally laid out in the order of that map. If you're on the main deck right now,
So,
descend down a staircase to the armory or down into the decks.
Yeah, we probably should go into the decks because it's the one that can actually go to another deck. Armory's a standalone thing that doesn't go down anywhere else.
The thing is, yeah, we couldn't come back to the armory after we're done, because we should. Ralu has if it's like magical curses, a lot of these things operate off of intention, and Ralu was raised to be a ship captain, so she can challenge the dragon for command, and then just dispel the curse and let these people either wither away into dust or, I guess, just continue on living.
So would the
I
captain quarter be
guess
an
give me
elite
an
living?
Arcana test.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Captain's Quarters would be an elite living. That's where all of the rich bitch stuff is.
29.
With the crits. Okay. So, best way to, I guess, ask me 3 questions. I will try and answer them to the best of abilities.
All right. What's the most efficient way to break the oath? I assume it's kill her, but no, to break the oath without killing the dragon.
Okay. The easiest way would be to find the object that she performed this oathing with, because it's probably bound to an artifact. It's too much power for one individual to just be like, I'm going to hold contract with 200 souls. Blah, blah, blah. Probably not likely. You'd say destroy whatever that artifact is.
All right. Second question: what will happen to the people after I break the oath? Are all the years going to come rushing back to them, or are they just going to finally, are they just stasis locked for now, and once they're released, they can just keep going on with their lives? Or are we going to go back to a bunch of skeletons laying around on the deck?
You have even odds of both happening. It is unlikely that they wouldn't suffer in some way for having it broken. If they don't, tumble down into bones, they probably still, start aging pretty quickly to catch up. Do 2 years in one, and then 3 years in one, and then 4 years in one, that kind of thing. would make the most sense to you, I suppose. But you couldn't know that one, unfortunately, for sure.
Well, we can always turn
I
them
don't
into
have any idea.
vampires.
That's true.
You could make yourself a fucking vampire fleet for your floating black ship if you want to go full Warhammer Fantasy with it.
Hell yes, I do. That sounds awesome.
I don't have an idea for the third question. Does anyone else?
This is about the curse specifically.
Yeah, we're talking about the oath.
Hmm. If the... Let's see how to phrase this. If the dragon dies, presumably the curse breaks. But is the dragon actually capable of releasing the curse manually in the first place?
Yes, to put an oath in place almost certainly would have had an escape clause, whether she intended to use it or not.
Okay.
Like, an oath is a promise.
Yes.
In some cases, though, that oath is to, like, death do us part, etc. But in a lot of cases, it's not that serious. It could be down to if she no longer was considered captain of the ship, then the oath wouldn't hold, that kind of thing. You don't know the exact wording, you'd have to find someone who has it verbatim to know for sure.
So, if we
One of the ex-captains, probably.
If we can, we'll just try to rub Cass on her until she just releases a curse of her own volition. But otherwise, we can... So, is my idea of challenging her for captaincy of the ship a viable one to take over the oath? Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah, theoretically, I will say that
Okay.
that is something you could do.
So that means we don't have to kill her. We just need to beat her. We just need to beat her in a fight.
You just need to beat her in a fight,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Listen. Cass, Cass wants to save her, and Ralu's awful good now. So, and it's not like she doesn't understand why this dragon did this. A bunch of filthy pirates stole all of her stuff after she was recently bereaved. Kind of a dick move, just like reap her with the scythe.
Yep. No, that is all entirely valid.
All right.
So, shall we go down to the ship hand deck?
Do you mention this, like, hey, what happens if we, like, do you clue the Wraith here on that at all?
Cass was the one helping me, so it's up to Cass.
Do you, like, mention this aloud so she can hear your plots, or?
I'm not that bad at...
No, I'm asking Savin that.
Not where she can hear. No, I think this is Cass and Ralu, like, whispering to each other.
Okay.
Because, like, there's always a chance whoever's holding this curse has some meta-awareness of what they know. I'd rather not reveal our plans.
You're aware that this ship is now a lair.
Yeah, exactly. So I'd rather not just be yapping about our plans out loud.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
well then, let's head down to the ship hand decks, then gunnery, and then elite. Let's try to get to the center of the problem as fast as we can without... We can deal with all of the other areas after we're done with the bearer of the oath. Otherwise, we're just going to be non-lethal attacking a bunch of maids and gunnery chiefs and such.
I mean, I hardly think most... Okay, yeah, okay. Just, let's go ahead and go.
The direct solution...
By the way, I think it might be Argia who's stuck down in the armory. I don't know if she'd be of any help to you.
Who is?
When we have to fight her? One of the captains.
Oh, right.
Aye. Argia Black Flag.
Well, let's go to the armory then. Perhaps we can find something interesting in there.
That's if you're willing to fight her, of course. She's not a weakling by any measure.
Oh, honey, I'm willing to fight nearly anyone.
Yes,
I
but
still
it'll
think
throw
that
hands on any excuse.
I still think that a simple, direct solution is the best path to success, but if you want to go talk to the erstwhile captain...
We might as well try and figure out exactly what the oath is.
Yeah.
Fair
We're
enough.
likely gonna have to fight her and take her out, and who knows, maybe there's some interesting toys in the armory that we can take with us.
Toys or toys?
Yes.
You said that she had the captains doing menial labor. What's this captain doing? Polishing spears?
Basically, I don't know the exact of it, but that's where she's been for the past however many years you said it was.
Century and a half.
Yep, that's a lot of polishing.
Onward we go then.
Okay. Alright, we got position. Is anyone doing any short resting? I can see that Cass is injured. I don't know if you're going to be.
I am
Breaks,
just going to
etc.
regenerate.
Yep, you can
I'm
just
good.
stand in the dark.
I'm injured, but I think in this case I will just cop a cure wounds off of Maive.
Sure.
How long do those temp HPs last, Hedrah?
Until you take a short rest and lose them.
Oh, okay. Well,
So you'll
I
find
still have 3 left.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
all you
heck,
need.
that's
That's
all
one
you
hit.
need. Okay.
It's very purple.
It is. It is.
I approve. Very good purple color.
A lovely royal purple.
And I believe I see their once wild captain there.
Yeah. So, as you step down into the armory, you can see that there is a series of large crates full of goods either side of the wall, and then a series of weapons racks upon which are mounted like boarding hatchets, full-on halberds. You can see some like shields and short swords, very, very like Western style armaments for the most part. But then on the opposite wall entirely, you can see the Weeb collection, which is to say like katanas and naginata.
Cass's eyes turn into dinner plates.
Cass is excited.
Glorious,
Savin is like,
glorious
weebs.
Nippon steel. Weebs. And yeah, there is not a single speck of dust in here. And as you like step down into the staircase, there is a figure who has been lying down on a bench, who then swings their legs out and steps off to the side. Avast.
Captain Ajia, I presume? Captain Ralu.
Remarkably clean down here. They really have you going for every little spot, don't they?
Ah, fuck you kindly, ma'am. Not that I have as much a choice. Who are you? And you can see even as she's asking that, she's like picking up a particularly large cross naginata.
Don't
As
talk
I
to me
said-
To
yourself.
prepare it.
As I said, Captain Ralu. These are my compatriots. We're here for the dragon, I suppose. Would you be willing to tell us the details of your oath before we fight, or do we have to fight first?
You'll have to put me down. So long as I can stand, you'll all be my enemies.
Oh, very well. Can you at least tell us
Speaking of which, and yeah, by this point she's finished preparing her weapon and is about to dive at you. She's trying to maintain like a civil conversational tone, but you can see like the pupils dilating, the adrenaline beginning to like fucking ramp up. She's about
Well,
to
yeah,
attack.
she's under the effects of the oath. Ralu expected this. So, guys, let's have a Princess Bride-esque conversation with this lady as we're sparring her.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sure.
Fair enough.
Do
Yeah,
that.
you can try and Princess Bride it.
Just tell her to fuck me herself.
Whoa. Alright, see, now that he knows that there are
he's so
cute
ready.
girls around, now Cass is
Oh,
back
I
in
see.
the
Yeah,
game.
now you've been activated. You're also in like this lovely set of like finely polished, like sharpened, well cared for Nippon blades all the way down.
Does she appear to be human too, or is she like an
appears
elf?
to be human.
Okay.
Just do a zoomy.
Okay, I was just wondering if she had like ears peeking out underneath.
Ah, yes.
Dark skinned, blonde haired human with like lean, muscular body.
Gold eyes.
The glorious
Gold eyes,
chocolate
dusty.
Really?
Gold eyes,
No,
dusty
but
skin. I wonder where I've seen that before.
I know, right?
yeah, it's almost like my look at the picture and be like, I wonder what specialized in. Very detailed armpit. Hmm.
Hey, people pay good money for that.
I can find the original piece that came from. It's been a little while. I don't see it off the top of here. It's been in existence as a token for a long old time.
That's fine.
Anyway. Valencia, also Initiativo. Is that everybody gone? I think it is. Wait, we're missing Loam. Thank you.
Everyone, congratulations. Not rolling sub 10 this time.
Hey, fuck off.
Okay, Cass, your neurons are activated. The weeb is armed.
Alright, well then.
That's immediately just runs over to the sword rack and pulls out some of his own.
Oh yeah, you're right, hold on. Is there a cool fucking, like, dueling katana, or actually dueling naginata I can use to fucking fence with this lady?
Roll me a perception.
Alright.
So Hedrah, breathing into your mic there.
I will use a knack for that.
Sure.
Aesthetically
sure.
important.
Yeah. It's not hard to do so because as well, like this has been like really expertly arranged down the line. There are only 2 missing sections of this like rack of gear here, and you suspect it's because she's wielding them. This particularly large cross naginata, which appears to be closer here to the wall, which is with the rest of the naginatas and long blades, including there is a pole blade. Of course, there is. And then down here are like dueling blades and short blades, and you can see that's from the rack from where she grabbed one. The kind of thing you're looking for is probably this one. These are like low, long benches. These are walls, so you can.
I could
So you can
minor
hop the
action to
benches
jump
through.
over them.
The wall
I think I
goes
still
like
have
floor
fall.
to ceiling, unfortunately.
I mean, you also have a fly speed.
Yeah, you can go over the low terrain, no problem. But like the walls themselves are
Yeah,
floor
that's
to
fine.
ceiling.
Okay, then
Yeah,
yeah,
you can
I'm
reach,
going
yeah.
to scoot over here.
Okay.
Actually, I guess I should actually double move. So I'll grab this thing on my way past. Use my last 3 squares to get over here, and then I will hide. So I don't die this round. I'll a fucking boss. Oh boy. That's not great.
Okay then. Yeah, you grab a set of dueling daisho.
Alright. If you must fight, come and challenge me!
Ah, you have style then at least. Yeah, if you would like to add this to your selection.
Oh boy, more weapons for the golf
I
bag.
know, right?
This weapon you're going to use the one time here.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be used a one time and then put in our bedroom. And just mount it on the wall.
Then I'm going to
And this
shove the
is the
handle
one I
of it up
used
this
to...
lady's butt. That's what I'm going to do with it.
Yeah. The daisho is straight up that, like, see it on the wall kind of weapon. Here, I'll VCT it. It's the large and small dueling pair.
Yeah.
you go.
Alright,
While
I'm
wielding
now
both weapons
dual
at once, you have
wielding.
plus
Let's
1
go.
AC. Yeah, say like the die shows a longsword for your main hand and a smaller one for your off. It is quite literally weeb dueling sticks. If someone, if someone else was to run over here, they would grab a fucking S-stock and a parrying blade. Like that's how that would go. So yeah, you have those equipped, and yeah, while you're using them both at the same time, plus 1 AC.
Nice.
She herself is using a pretty fun-looking naginata, which is the sword
The
spear.
cross,
Is
the
it like
cross
a
naginata.
D8
She said it was a
slashing?
cross naginata.
Yes, it is a cross.
Yeah.
Nice. Maeve.
Alright, well. Cass has run off to do Cass things, so I guess she will cast Bless on herself, Ralu, and Valesio? Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
She gets the blue dot.
Let me tell you about fighters and bless. They do love it.
They do.
I have heard as
love
much.
it.
And, yeah, we'll just move up here, I guess. Yeah. Alright. Once they're done.
Okay. Loam.
No, that's too far. Yeah, I guess I'll just do much the same. I'll come down here and I'll shoot. I mean, I guess I'll quarry the target, I guess, and then dip over this way.
Okay. First one is a hit. Second one is a miss.
All right.
A little pop before the mark of the wild, and then it is a go. Let's go with Master of the Armory. First, as a minor action. Grab dagger. 1, 2, 3.
I really did think that this was where it was going to go, and I'm glad that it is.
Why are you glad that it is?
Because flying sword fights are fun. I was wondering, because you
Fair.
only have, like, the one person here, and I was like, I guarantee you she's just going to summon the weapons off the wall to fight us.
Yep.
And complain the entire time that we're going to make them dirty, so she has to clean them again.
Honestly, she just might be excited for something to fucking do.
I'm just waiting for my turn to continue the conversation. So.
Okay. And we shall come around to here. Hello.
Vanguard!
Dab. Oh, crap.
Oh boy.
I refuse your reality. Substitute my own.
No.
Oh god. Okay, well.
Well, all
You
right
did
then.
have HR on you. Sorry, a DR on you.
Yeah, I do. Let's see. How much am I losing here? Plus 18.
47 divided by 2. You take 23 damage.
Alright.
And
So
you're
that
bleeding
wipes
for
out
6.
my temp HP and 10 of my real hit points. Ouchies.
Yeah, and now you bleed for 6 on each of your turns until you make a
Yep.
17 con save to end it.
Fucking Elden Ring PvP build.
Thump. Oh yeah, it was one stab. Be like, how did you already get a bleed trigger? It was one hit. It's Arcane using motherfucker. Ralu.
All right, I am
You
going
have-
to abuse.
You've heard screeching.
I am going to abuse Gap Closer to slide on past these guys to not get hit. I measured it out. That's exactly the amount for a double move, and that's my turn.
Okie dokie.
Oh, I can also do this on my turn. Oh,
Makes sense. All right, and attack
Later, no sliding.
on Ralu. Sorry, no, not Ralu. My thump. 17.
Nope.
Dang. Valencia.
I have faith. I have faith she can protect my.
Valencia, known as the Silver Reaper.
No, she's not.
Oh, on my turn, I will have said,
Silver
"What on earth possessed you to attack a black dragon?"
It was not an attack, it was plundering for booty. A dragon sat upon a great horde and us in a ship named for slaying dragons. What would you think?
I don't know. You're quite attractive. Why didn't you just try to get claimed by our horde?
Claimed we do the claiming.
Not what it
Thought
looks
you
like to
did.
me.
Well, we certainly usually did.
So did you get your booty claimed?
Yarr.
Ah!
Oh my God, Cass! No. All right. No. That's not a big enough hurdy to. I
I'm
won't move that
fine.
one.
I'll live.
I'm gonna wait till you get crit again, then move it.
Anai.
Okay, I can move down to here. Alright, so this is like a solid wall, right?
Yeah. And apparently they're floor to ceiling too.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I wanted to put her on her ass this turn. That would have been so much fun. Guess I'll just settle for taking down a weapon. And blood spike here.
Sure.
Actually, yeah, no, that's enough to get there.
Curses.
Next turn, though, putting it on our booty.
Karin.
Okie dokie then. Let's see. I heard the telltale sound of a cat.
Of a cat's getting stabbed.
Just
And he's
panic
asshole.
shrieking, caterwauling from around a corner.
So, but from this angle, I can do indeed. See.
Yep.
The casito.
Big bubble butt hanging around a corner.
Oh, here we go. I have found the real art for this character. I'll just put
Neat.
a spoiler attachment on it. Check that out in BCT.
Oh, she's cute.
Nice. Fucking weeb.
How many bits do you have left, sir?
Not many. I got like 3 left.
3?
Yeah.
Okay,
You're
then
already down to 3? Wow.
Okay, I shall channel divinity You get the 55.
Look, I'm down 25. I can take almost as much as you can give me.
You get 27 back. Is that enough?
Yep, that's 2 points of overheal.
That which, okay, so 2 points over here, which then I'll take to myself. And
Nice. Perfect.
Okay. Cass.
Yes. Oh, my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, I mean... Look, let's see if Cass can compare to a black dragon, I guess. Climactic caress. On this lady.
Avast, ye scurvy twink. Where are them hands going?
You're about to find out!
Ah, goodness.
Alright, second level. Oh, yeah!
That was a hit. Ow. Ah, fuck, I haven't gotten wet in years.
That's what I do. I'm here to help.
Friggin' witch twink.
Better than being a bitch
Alright,
twink.
on initiative 20, the Great Shanty begins. And
No!
once more, Valencia will activate the counter shanty.
Man, her health bar did not move very far. Oh, man.
This is a solo.
I noticed.
I kind of figured it'd be a solo.
Because on account of her being alone.
Yeah,
Let's
that being one of the captains of the ship and all.
Alrighty. And her legendary actions have been activated, so that's nice. Carry on.
Right, well, my turn. Let's see. If I get here, I can just lean around and see her. So we'll use a minor action to activate Wild Shift to go faster.
Okay.
And get some temporary hit points on the side. Which I'm sure she won't need.
Of course, of course, of course.
And then, yeah, let's go ahead and hit this bitch with good old-fashioned sympathy.
Join the married thruple scrum.
Swoop. Yep. And Ralu, you can have some temp HPs.
Sure.
To the
How
amount
many?
of... Let me see, I think
Oh,
it's
I already
just...
still have 3
No,
remaining,
still
so...
has three
then you
special
don't get
temp
shit.
is.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, just takes the 9, since Cass isn't dying anymore.
By the 9!
By the 9.
At the end of my turn, I move 5. You two are both welcome to Oppie her. She takes half damage. As she comes around and goes, Avast, ye healer. Ye first.
Hey, that's my healer. Leave her alone. Shwink.
Oh, good. You're coming to me to be put on your ass. Good.
7 damage. And 10.
Do you think that she was claimed while the dragon was in her dragon form?
I mean, judging by how far
That's
that hand
alright.
just got in there, I think so.
That's a right rude question. Loam. Wait, I think Davy said he was on E6. Alright, in which case, I will move there. And they're already marked. So just tipper-tapper. This is the point where I fucking crit myself. Let's see. Let's enjoy this greatness, this grand moment.
Yep.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like
And, you know,
clockwork.
Let's just tick off A fucking windstrike shot. Alright, fine. 48. Ugh.
Yeah, you slide her back too. Not that it matters.
Okay. Ow. 3, 16, 22, 30, 42. Just a smooth 62 damage. Oh, shit. That's her turn. End of Loam's. I'm going to recast summoning the special weapons. There. There. And there. Boom. And hey, one of them actually gets to fucking act. Let's stop Valacia getting closer so that she can't get you guys in shanty range.
No.
Stab. Damn it. Alright, Aja has been swooshed back. And we'll just harumph and walk back over here. And stab your bear. Oof!
Which needs to be probably has reach, right?
Yep. Cross Naginata is a long weapon.
Need your long weapon. Hedrah, you are struck for 23 damage.
Okay, there
Unless you
goes
do-
my last 2 hit points,
Yep.
which was the only one that kept me alive so far. And that puts it down from 23 to half, down to
You take 11.
11. 11.
Oh, I see. I crit again. How lovely.
Yep, you did.
Nobody crits me like me.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, and just going to there's a -2 on both of these. When I clicked it twice. There, finally. Jesus.
Well, -2 on a crit, don't change shit. I see you just want to get to the part where you burn down Aja Black Flag then.
Yeah, basically. So, if she claimed you but didn't claim you as part of her horde, what did she do with your other captain?
I believe she be greasing the pole on the regular.
Oh
Oh,
my.
good for
Ah.
her.
Or for all I know, she's been turned to a scullery maid. I ain't seen her in a long old time.
Have you just been left here for 150 years?
No, I just like to religiously polish every single weapon.
I am just minorly surprised.
Yeah. Be a real crown jewel of any harem.
Your flirting is fine, but that does not stop me trying to kill you.
It's fine. I've simply come from a culture that keeps harems. It's very odd to keep you here.
Well, maybe she'll be interested in like another 50 or so years.
Well, she'll probably be
Have you
interested
not
after.
had to eat or drink this entire time either?
No, otherwise I'd be dead. Stabbed at Mive, 15 damage.
She'll probably be interested once we get down there.
Belesher is just going to... Actually, she moves here and teleports. If I succeed, drag spline, and then she does strength. I actually fucking failed. It's only 9 damage. I rolled my 5. And then as a real action, stab. That is a total of 26 damage. And you've all got the shiny fun time aura on. And then this dagger's
Yay.
going to stab Cass again.
No.
For
Ow.
the same damage,
These
too.
things have a +8, and I'm just like fucking really hitting you.
+8's pretty high.
That's a 50-50 chance.
I've got like
I know, but I'm like considerably rolling in the 20s on all these fucking hits. It makes
I
no
have a
sense.
+8 for attack scout. Like +8's great. And
You're correct. +8 though has not really fared me well on anything until this point though.
all right. First up, minor action. Let us begin this shanty up again, shall we? 21.
Yep, you are a shanty aura once more.
Now, as I said, please kindly get on your butt. Blood spike.
It doesn't matter if you say please. Freaking.
I believe it does.
I'm a legendary resist that. Getting prone and giving them all advantage feels like a bad move.
Yeah, especially with I think the pirate lady comes up pretty.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
come up-
She would
yeah.
have to wait a long time.
You'll get down your butt for me eventually.
Nay, I'm too proud.
No, you're not.
You're gonna have to be an 8-foot dragon at least. Well, a massive dragon squished into 8 foot of elegant, muscular fuck machine.
What about an 8-foot manticore?
Are you... Well, I mean, you look like that.
I may not be 8 foot, but I am very much a fuck machine.
I don't know, you aren't even cresting 8
Alright,
inches.
it's scraggy tart. I see
Scraggy
I'm
tart.
surrounded by a lot of you. Karin.
Okay. So she smashed me and she's a living being, correct?
Yes.
Well, okay. I shall. It's both smashed. Okay, cast that. Okay, get that move. That's 1, 2. I should be able to see the cast, correct?
No. Cass is behind
Yeah,
a...
That
Yeah.
yeah, I think that wall counts as going completely over to here.
There.
Okay, now you can see him.
Now I can see the cast. Because he's still...
After you're done, if you could please move back. Do you have enough movement to step back?
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Yes, I do.
because I won't be able to protect you with bodyguard if you're over there.
Okay, so... Let's do this again. 13. Temporary hit points.
On who?
On the... Let's go with the castoid to begin with. Hey, Ralu, do you have some temporary hit points?
Yeah, I haven't been hit yet. I still have 3.
Well, now you make
Cass
that
is
a
the only.
13.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
The only person that's being bullied has been Cass.
And then I put my back there where I was. And get 13 temporary hit points for my main.
Okay. End of your turn. Let's stab the burr and get over here.
So
Let me
15
read
half
bodyguard.
plus-
Okay, no. Yeah, okay. Good.
Good. Yes.
Yes.
If you have a
Creasing.
reaction, you can do a normal oppie. She's not immune to them. She just takes half damage from oppie attacks.
Yeah, well, oppies don't take up my reactions, but I can indeed whack at her.
You're breathing into your mic again, Hedrah.
All right. Is that on Burr?
Yes, her attack was on Burr.
All right. Bodyguard.
The damage went to my temporary hit points. Don't
You
worry.
still take
Yeah,
damage.
it's gonna go. Yeah, it's gonna go to my temporary H
Wisdom
points.
improvement creature.
Yeah, and I want to protect the healer. So
Okay.
Clever. All right, Cass. Oh, did you save out your bleeding at the end of your turn?
I did, yes.
Okay, I'll take that off of you.
Oh
There's
yeah,
your go.
let's save for that.
All right. Are these little summoned weapons creatures, or are they like spiritual weapons?
They are targetable like creatures.
Do they have reactions?
They might. Yes, they do. So you've seen them do that.
Okay. Then I will use a minor action to disengage on my turn. So 1, 2,
Makes sense.
3, 4, 5, 7. We'll come over here. Give this bitch a stab. Bitches love getting stabbed.
Fucking do. This one's in for the muscle birch.
Poke.
28 damage.
I'll use my last 2 squares of movement to flutter over here.
Sweet. I take it that was also disengage movement.
Yeah, I disengaged at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all this. Yes, you did at the start. Cool. It's the end of the turn. Live.
Mive. Mive can't disengage as a free action, but she can take a step over here and cast Cure Wounds on Khassid.
Sure.
boy, he need it.
He sure do. Alright, boy getting his butt bullied and not in the fun way.
No.
Alright, so he gets, I believe that is 20 hit points. Yes. That's a biggie heal. And that's pretty much all Mive's got.
Hey, it's a good choice. End of your turn. Let's. Well, you've used a reaction, so I'm going to do it again. Swoosh.
Well,
That would go
she
there, so I
attacking
don't
the
have to
burrow?
get RP'd by. I know, unless you used a reaction already to do an attack. Swish.
React. The attacks of opportunity aren't reactions because I
Yes,
can
but
make
your
as many of
bodyguard,
them
your
as I want.
bodyguard is a reaction, which means I can
Yeah.
come around and actually stab the bear this time.
So
Stab the
I will
burrow.
oppie her.
Yep. Okay. 6. Loam.
Probably worth it for her to keep doing this so that she can just try and take down the healer.
That's
Yep,
what she's
that's-
trying to do. You've made it very difficult for her, though.
That's why. That's why I ran over and started bodyguarding because I know she was just going to try to take down Hedrah.
Okay. Ow. 15. 25. 33. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. You are burning through her now. Alright. Hey, guys.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
It's stab.
Leave me alone.
Or 15 again.
Yeah, these are minions. They have just the set
Oh,
damage.
okay. They
Bad
just
damage,
said
yeah.
damage. Got it.
I am going to cast Shield. Suck my dick. I want it.
Meh.
Wah.
Okay. And then Burr. Crit.
Oh my god.
Shame I just used my reaction.
Hey,
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 guess
you-
what? I got her.
No.
Go ahead.
No. Oh,
I was going to twist of fate as well, probably.
No, it's I have a gorge.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
What?
Gorget, it means
The
that
first-
the first hit will
You have one too?
become a normal one. Yeah, she bought a Gorget
Yeah.
as well.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So yes, it's just a 24 damage.
That's still
But
worth
you will
vital
also
aging,
start
though.
bleeding.
Yeah, but it negates the crit, so it's regular hit.
Correct, but you do still take their attack's crit effect of a 6. You can't avoid that, but you do avoid all the extra. You do avoid the extra 11 slashing.
So you take
I
24
will-
and we're bleeding 6.
I will choose to expend 1 vitality of my own to give her resistance. Resistance
Okay.
6.
I'm pretty sure this
Oh, cool.
spell got reworked. Quite a
Did
while
it?
ago.
It
Yeah.
did.
Fuck, I have an... Oh, shit, I have an old version of the spell.
Yes, they gain
Oh, I
resistance
don't
to
have
all
to do
damage,
that.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
just
you
cheaper.
don't have to do any sacrificing yourself. It just became less clunky
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
and resource expensive.
Oops, sorry. I hit the wrong key.
Right.
So let's see. I can heal myself and
You just get some resistance.
Yeah. So you gain
Okay.
resistance afterward and you get healing if you spend a vitality.
Honestly, it's pretty
Yes.
brutal because it's the end of the your next turn. I'm still going to be taking swings at you until your turn rolls around. So yeah, this is probably going to save you quite a bit of damage.
okay. So the first and foremost that we have for
Yes, you took 12 just then total.
so then -6.
No,
No, the
That'll
resistance
come in
applies
afterwards.
after the attack. So you take the
Okay.
12.
you take a full 12. Full air quotes 12.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? There's nothing stopping me making more of these.
Oh
There sure
boy.
isn't.
I spend a minor action and I summon more animated weapons.
Neat.
There.
A room full of stabby boys.
There.
Is she able to summon them on her turn? I thought she needed a legendary
Mhm.
action.
A minor
to do it.
action or 2 LA. I'll
Oh,
print it up
okay,
for
fair
you
enough.
again.
Fair enough.
All right, Raleigh.
Question. Do my reactions refresh at the end of my turn or at the end of at the top of the turn order?
Start of your turn.
Start of
is
my
when you get
turn.
your reactions
Got it.
back.
Okay, just wondering. Okay, I'll step over here and then I'll attack twice. Yeah, I'll take the crit fail on the first one. I need to save all of my vit for healing.
Okie dokie.
Well, I am tall, strong, and my tail produces aphrodisiacs. If the dragon is too insane, I would be more than willing to take you into mine.
I'm not looking to be part of anyone's harem. I do, however, want to ride the muscular meat wagon.
It's a pretty great ride.
Unless you want to become my muscle bitch.
I'm
I will
afraid
put
that's
a hand
not
up.
possible.
No, she's already my muscle bitch.
We should fight her for it
Huff.
in bed.
Exactly. Oh goodness, I'm in meat dick heaven, am I?
Apparently you are.
Okay. 18 is a miss. Miss.
Anai just huffy that there's someone that she's not someone's type.
Yep. She's like, I mean, look at her. She should be everyone's type.
Yeah,
And
exactly. I'm everyone's type, clearly.
Okay. You and one for you.
So many swords.
Stab on Mive, stab on Loam. Ooh, 15. Both of you take 15 damage.
Ow.
Valencia is not liking actually how many of these fucking swords there are. Unless you want to commit to taking Azir down, she'll look to you for guidance.
Keep stabbing the captain, and I can take out
Take
the
her down.
swords.
If they become too much of a problem, I'll deal with them.
They're
And I
becoming a
can
Definitely
problem.
too much of a problem, my hearty.
And I can sweep the floor.
Are they minions?
Yes.
Yes.
And we have Anai, the turret.
Oh wait, no, she's blessed. 4, come on, be a hit. It becomes a hit for a good damage. And then, like, fucking the hits both of those. Okay, that's fine. A smooth 32 damage is pretty good for a, like, random solo. Sorry, a random skirm.
Yeah, I mean, that's cast numbers. Also,
She's a
she
simple.
highballed that roll like fuck. Wow.
Yeah. 6626. You know, she's good. 46 is a fun like number for these for the NPCs to throw around, as is just like the casual 2d8.
Just a casual 2d8, you know. Which I'm
Casual
surprised you used to be
2d8.
terrible at rolling d8s. I remember Vamps.
Well, no, it's fine. I only ever successfully roll those against myself anyway. I've just decided I want to enjoy that, you know. Okay, these two are gonna stab the Lasher.
Oh no.
Fucking ow, 30 damage. Actually, no, one of those was 7 damage, and then the rest of those attempts were gone. There we go. Anai.
And then Anai sneezes and all your toys are gone.
I
No,
can
my
see,
toys!
I can see all of them but this one because out the wall.
Yep.
All right, very well. Snaps my finger into the air as 6
mean-
belts of magic.
You could just step back 2 spaces and see that one.
It's true.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
No, but then the minimum damage. Then the minimum damage won't be
it
enough.
doesn't-
That's the -2.
It doesn't matter. I have the aura up. I've been shantying.
Yeah, she is the aura.
Oh, right.
She's fine. Yeah, it doesn't. She
Yeah.
doesn't have to re-up it until like if she doesn't re-up it, she'll lose it at the end of her turn. But no, she is
Yeah.
a moving aura as long as those green lines are connected.
So
She's
yes, I
fine.
will spend a 3rd level spell slot and get rid of all the minions. Believe me,
No,
Scow,
my cast stabbers.
Believe me, Scow, I wanted to put the boss onto their ass again using Blood Spike. I would rather do that instead of popping minions, but you've made too many minions.
I mean, yeah. I was definitely starting to take
Well,
advantage of the fact that I was getting away with it for a whole round.
I would
Yeah,
much
I was
rather
gonna
just
say-
continue putting the boss onto their ass.
I was gonna say I could have put the boss. I could have taken out the minions.
Well, I've already done it, so...
Mm.
Ha.
What attack do you have for killing lots of minions? End of Anai's turn. We will.
That's a blast, not a burst.
Yeah. All that is within the blast.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I guess you
Yeah,
could
you wouldn't be able to get all
just
of them,
move.
but you would get most of them. You can't do it around the wall. Anyway, I stabbed the bear. Damn it.
Wow.
No.
And get oppied.
Yeah, take half damage from the Oppie at least.
That's
Whoosh. Gosh, she's gonna fucking take it anyway. Or miss. Hit.
Hey,
Fine.
maybe you roll a 4 on her blast.
That still wouldn't do it.
Ah,
Woof.
it's a 19. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Does Cass have a reaction to Oppie her with?
No,
She has
he
to run around
used
through your
shield.
square. Oh, of course. Right. Yeah. Karin.
Okay, so she keeps doing her shit there. So
Yeah, desperately trying to kill a healer before it's too late.
Don't forget to take your 6
Yep.
at the start of your turn.
Man, who
Yep,
would have
you
ever thought
bleed.
a scurvy pirate would do scurvy pirate things?
what's that? Her 6 damage.
It's true. Yeah, it's till the
negated?
end of her next turn. The DR just cancels it this time, thanks to Vital Aegis. Anyway.
So target anti-venom excellence. Okay. Have you seen that? Have you seen that she's what's the word again? Any physical, like she's hella hinged, or just
What?
She is like lean and muscular, like fucking excellent back and seps.
okay? No, I
Totally
figure
flat
I'm
tummy.
trying to think.
If you look in VCT, the
Top
first
one.
of the spoiler
Okay.
images is her.
Okay, okay, but I was thinking on the strength save. That's what I was thinking.
Well,
You've
if you
seen her
haven't been
strength
paying
save before.
attention,
She's pretty good at them, but she might be good at all of them.
she's a solo, so that is objectively the case.
Yes, she is. She is objectively good at all of them, but some she's gooder at some of all of them.
She's
Yeah.
even gooder at
Okay.
some turn saves than others.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then let's try this then. Since she likes to fuck around so much.
Oh, these assertions are really cruel.
Have any of them been wrong?
Not around very specific places. My asshole.
Okay, Mike, we're
How about
definitely
some
keeping this
inflict
one.
fuck you?
Ah, understood.
Very good for you.
How
Maeve,
about
I
some
really,
Ninety.
Maeve, you
Yeah, how
you
about
must
some
let me keep her.
how about some inflict wounds so she's immobilized until then on my next turn.
Uh-huh.
And she used the legendary
And then
resistance to
I-
say no.
Legendary action. To
Then let's see. I get out.
summon more.
I get the fuck away from her. She's gonna OP.
Yeah, I dare say she will. Fuck, that's a bad roll. Oh well.
Hey, Ralu,
I
she tried
can
to OP me.
oppie. Yep, I can oppie and oppie.
Mhm.
That's an unfortunate roll for her. Wow.
Yeah, that one was a bad one. Fiend, not the worst.
Oh, and con save. Nope.
Ah, more bleed.
Yeah, it's still going. So, but until my next. So.
You are a profuse bleeder.
Am I good?
Yep.
Yeah, and if she failed to, she's just immobilized. So.
Yes, just immobilizes. Nothing else.
I'm going in. This lady is really asking for it, so I'm going to turn on Deadly Strike. And then we hit our buttons. So, womp. And then we'll try. Yeah, that's a bad damage roll. So let's just try it again. I mean, did slightly better.
Yeah. 25 damage.
And,
No, we're getting close to double edge.
oh boy, then I'm gonna disengage away.
We are movement. Maya.
Maeve is in a position where if she gets hit by 2 weapons, she's going to go down, which is not great. So I think this turn we're going to have to cure wounds ourselves. Yep, that's just how it is. So second level cure wounds, because I'm out of first level spell slots. That will, oh boy, restore 12 hit points, which is enough to get us out of one-shot range.
Nice.
Yep.
Yay.
End of your turn, I'm gonna burn 2 legendary actions and fucking make more dudes.
Okay.
I need to try and fucking savage you with these stupid things.
Yes.
Loam.
Oh man, there's a sword next to me.
There is.
Good thing
As
you're
you know,
great at
technically,
melee
these
combat.
swords will get fucking summoned at the walls, so no, they are not next to you.
Okay.
Lucky you.
Can you rail the boss?
I can certainly try. Is this a blocking the line of sight?
No. Only these walls.
No, those are low cover. Only the walls are high cover.
Okay, I'm just gonna slide over this thing and.
Yep, great big heavy box full of stuff.
Doing the classic 80s movie slide over the hood of a car.
Hell yeah.
Oh, but these things are what you're getting so many splinters from those crates.
She's sensibly dressed. She has armor. It's fine.
That's a minor. Is it a minor action to pull out? It's a minor action to pull out a different weapon, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, maybe I should pull out my gun.
Boom!
And I'll
Everyone
steady
mops.
myself.
They just looked at. Oh, Lass, come down.
Alright, first one's a hit.
Kablam.
Oh no, you ready? You
Steadied.
Steadied. Alright, both hits. Okay, first one, 19 damage. Second one, 19 damage. And
Alright.
she's into double digits.
And I'll drop the gun. Drop that gun.
What in the bloody hell is that thing? I want one. Gimme.
It's called a gun.
Alright. Stab
Oh.
on Mive, stab on Loam.
Oh man. Oh,
Oh my god.
Yeah, that'll hit me.
This
15
Mive.
hits you? God damn.
Yeah, I don't really have much AC.
Yeah,
Well,
sure, same as
were it a
you.
situation I could take advantage of, I'd ask for surrender. However, that ain't unfortunately happening. I stab you for 26.
Well,
Okay,
don't worry.
I'm just mildly surprised that you weren't going after the bear
She's
again.
mobilized.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, don't you worry. We'll knock you down and just tie you right on up.
0. And then I
Does
take
that
half
actually
of that.
work?
Yeah.
It does. We've done it on your compatriots.
Worked for your
My
deckhand on the top.
compatriots! I thought I was the only one on this fucking ship at this point. You'd think someone would come down and say hello.
They probably
not
can't
a-
leave like you can't leave here.
They're not allowed
Bastard.
to. One of them has never even been able to see your quarters after 150 years.
Bastardry. 100 and
Right.
fuck.
You really should accept my offer. I'll buy you a gun.
Fucking
Now that she-
look. You're making it. If that thing's called a gun, you're making it a lot more tempting.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
good.
Ralu, you okay?
I have a ship full of strong manticores, and I also have a wife that is nearly as strong as I am. I'm sure you'd enjoy
Comes from the
yourself.
other side of the room.
Just a howl of frustration. She's just like batting at swords around her.
Also true. At least she's getting attacked by honorable Western blades instead of wave sticks.
All right. Yeah, sorry. I did hit the button, but it hasn't popped up, so I'm gonna hit it again. If there's a bunch of stuff coming in, I didn't use my action surge. I'm saving that.
That's fine. Yeah, there's 2 hits. Oh, sorry, it's not. It's a miss and a miss.
That's fine. I'm not spending vit over this.
Is it? This is, getting a bit away from us.
What?
Oh, no. Mine's fine.
Ah!
Finally, the
It is
turn's
honorable
tied.
combat.
I can't believe. Yeah, oh yeah, it's the turn. Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, it's fine. You already know you're winning now, and the dice have told me to go fuck myself. I see. It's fine. It's whatever. Like I even give a shit. Celestia will just take an oppie from one of these fucking things to come and stab the boss some more. That is a hit. Should take 15. Big fucking deal at this point.
Yeah. I remember for like 6 months, Roll20 was actually fun, and I had the entire Ancestors soundboard in Roll20.
Wait, what? That's awesome.
Yeah, it was great. You could actually have functional soundboards, and they ruined it. It was very sad.
Sorry, you cut out. Say that again.
Yeah, you could actually have soundboards in Roll20 for a little while. It was really cool. I spent like 3 days uploading the entire Darkest Dungeon Ancestors voice line pack. It
Well, let
was
me tell you something cool about Discord here. You could do the same if you wanted to.
yeah, but some people have it muted, like a bunch of losers. Well, it doesn't work.
It's because it's like it came in at a deafening fucking volume.
Yeah.
1 hit on Karin, 15 damage.
No.
Oh no, you're at 20 AC. Never mind. Hell.
Okay.
The focus boss, I got this.
No, I'm going to step over this way. She can make an attack of opportunity if she wants, because I have to step in and out of the
You do
zone.
step into the thing. Oh, she's so close to dead. Oh, but you've been such a brat. Take it.
Ow.
Finally, the fox knows the taste of pain.
Yeah, I will take that.
Well, no, she learned the taste of pain when this lady didn't turn out to be into her.
Aw, poor
Bitch,
Anai.
everyone's into me. They just don't know it yet.
Cope, seethe, cope, seethe.
Anyway,
No. A lot of pain.
I'm
in
going
her.
to
That's
make a
big.
blood spike over here and exclude Maeve.
All right.
Oh, nice.
That is really handy.
All fail. All dead.
Nice.
Such a cool spell.
It is. It really is. It's dope. All right. God damn it. End of your turn. She is just going to fucking chop at Ralu helplessly without doing any movement actions.
I mean, she could probably actually take me down if she wanted to.
She can't. She's a mobile. Oh no, that ended,
16
didn't it?
slashing. I
Okay.
shall.
At the end of my turn.
Oh, it's gonna hurt.
All
No,
right.
you moved a bit ago. Oh no, your turn's literally coming up now.
Yeah, I can't bodyguard anyone, so I shall parry that.
Okay, Karin, you'll go.
Karin, it's my go. Go.
Oh, I DC.
As
Go, gadget bear.
well then, let me see. I can just drop this Celestial Condemnation right here.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, sure. You can get 2 weapons and Arjur in it.
2 weapons. I get all the
Yes.
weapons and the boss.
No.
It's a
It's
close
a blast.
blast.
It's a blast,
so
not a
like
burst.
This, not
Yeah,
a
but
burst.
you can only hit 1 sword and Arjur at the same time unless you step back and take an offie first.
You're thinking burst,
Oh.
which would be out like that.
Yeah.
Blast is like a square out from you.
It's a template you place down.
Scout did say that last time you said you could have taken out all the weapons.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, think of it like a cone attack, except the cone is just a
Okay.
brick.
And at that point, you
Okay,
might as well
so-
come all the way back here. And you would to get all of them.
There. I can just go.
Sure,
without
then.
sta-
There's a
That's a
wall
wall.
right there.
That's a wall.
still.
Oh,
Yes,
there's
Doesn't
a wall.
stop being a wall.
So
Yep.
just
Floor to ceiling.
go back
Ah,
here,
we'll see that.
and then that'll get all of them.
Okay.
Yep.
But that would lower my fucking DC by.
Then walk up there instead.
Well, no, you have a minor action still, don't you? If you step out here, do a performance, you can become.
You
part of
could,
the
yeah,
shanty.
you could potentially succeed and join the shanty.
Oh, speaking of, I still have the minor
Ah.
action for doing a shanty.
Oh yeah, you go for it.
I'm good.
Yeah, you keep it up.
Yeah, here, just walk
Okay,
here.
so I just.
Yeah, do that. You'll be fine. And then I will
Okay.
do.
The 2 obbies.
Oop, fuck, that's the wrong button.
Still miss.
3d20. Wow, one of them succeeded. Incredible. It's clearly the one that's next to Cass.
Okay, so.
Arjur. She's fine.
Yeah.
While you're rolling your damage, Oh, 13. Okay. 6, 7.
Also, don't forget the Oppies on Karin.
Oh, you're right. Yes, I do
Make
still
it a-
get to do 2 of those before you move
Yes, you
up.
do.
Stab, stab.
2. Okay.
Yeah, the two
yeah,
Yeah, there
daggers.
were two
There's
blades
2 weapons
in
right here that
melee
were
contact with you at the
in
start.
contact with you.
So you take 15. You go up, and blast, and then at the end of your turn, I'm gonna stab Ralu again.
That's fine.
Just gonna keep stabbing. Damn it.
How long does a parry last? Ooh.
The attack action that they used on
No,
you.
it's fine.
Cast.
Miss.
Ah.
Cast,
I
I
am
want.
getting close to tapped, but I'm gonna make this one go out with a bang. And disengage myself over here, and use that last second level spell slot.
This little
Oh,
weeb
no.
sword shakes its fist at you.
Let's see, turn this button on.
Here it comes.
Here it comes. Quite literally. I was really hoping for a crit there. Oh well. Hold on, I'll knack it. There you go, 20.
Okay, now it's a hit.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah. Let's see here. 20, 57.
I'm
Ooh,
using my
single
silver
digits.
fingers right now.
Good.
Mive, will you come in with the bonk?
I'm certainly gonna try.
Mive has been on an absolute streak of finishing off bosses recently.
I know. This will be her 3rd or 4th?
4th.
4th, yeah.
Do I have
Catchy
anything
bonk.
really funny I can use to make her just drop? No. I'm just gonna have to actually just slap the shit out of her. Alright. Well, here goes. I can finally, Sorcerer Surge for this encounter, and then, yeah, just, poke.
A hell of a poke, and again, you drop.
Mive the
Drop another
Doomslayer up
boss
in here.
with Mive the Doomslayer. But and then thump drops and crumples into a heap of slightly shiny thighs. Probably can be seen at this point.
Yep.
Actually, no, she's wearing baggy pants. You can't tell, but you can feel it in your soul, in your heart of hearts. She's probably fucking slick in the nethers, and sadly, the inside of a ship doesn't come with flood insurance, so these carpets are ruined.
Yeah. And there's no probably. I've hit her with 2 climactic caresses.
Yeah.
Alright. Loam, you may want to wait outside. The rest of you have seen this before, so it doesn't matter. Just gonna pick her up. And just gonna pick her up, lay her down, and then have like strip her, and then have Cass do the shibari.
Don't leave the floor. I think we should probably all stay together, considering this is still
Yes,
a
but she
ship
wants.
that-
Yes,
She can
but
sit on she can just sit on like one of these nice big benches here. Just look
Yeah.
away and have a
Love
snack.
gets to sit in her chair while the rest...
How about it's the
Don't worry, the chair
while
is
they're
not
tying-
facing you.
While they're tying up, how about we just check this place?
Yeah, you can absolutely Greyhawk the room, although I think we'll cover the contents of the room and your chat with Ajia Blackflag in Orbi, because my voice is tired and it's 3
Oh, fine.
All right.
So,
Do these pirates? These pirates won't count for innocent lives, right? They are pirates. So
Pirates.
we're us. Yeah.
correct, yeah, they are not as fun as they are, as sexual as the pirates are. They are not innocent.
I hope we find some good, fun stuff actually in like their public space next session. It's a
They
shame we
did
didn't get
say
to
they had maids. Maybe all of their maids aren't like just got kidnapped, so and just accidentally got part of the deal.
It's a shame we didn't get to like their fun stuff here in the 69 session, but what can you do?
I can show you a surprise sneak peek at next session then, just to get your dicks wet.
All right.
Let's see here. Just grab you and chuck you in the ship hand deck. And then grab these tokens and just slide them into this adjacent room.
Maids!
A lot of maids.
Kinathis, look at the maids.
Many maids.
Oh my god, there's so many of them.
Many,
Yay!
many maids. Alas, you did go to the armory first, so you did not go to the maid room. Owned.
Well, yeah, well, we do have to question her. It's just going to be a very fun kind of questioning now.
Yeah, salacious.
I would find some magic items on the ship too. There should be some fun stuff.
Are all these weapons masterwork? Just out of curiosity, do we have a chance?
Yes,
to
over
discover
the
magic?
over the
Okay.
course of these many years, she has basically honed each and every weapon to its perfection point.
They're all masterworks.
Neat.
The big four, the 4 square sized crate in the middle is actually just like a great big smithing kit.
I'm
that
going
she
to
has
assume
been
like there's
using
like
on these things for, a century.
I'm going to assume there's like no like magic using pirates here, pretty much, is there?
No, she has a magic cross Naginata, but but just closing extra tabs I've got open. Do not need all these fucking character sheets. Here we go. Okay. Save instant life, no.
Yeah, no.
Solo or treacherous encounter? Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Learn something new about the World and Energy Journal.
You learned a lot about a certain black dragon.
Yeah, the black.
Yeah, we
dragon,
learned a
though.
lot about a black dragon. We learned that most of these people are human and still alive.
Yeah. The curse.
The curse. Did you take on Create Mage Quest Complete one?
No,
No.
we're in progress.
Uncover a rare magical item or treasure hoard.
Yeah, I
Do
think
all
a
these
bunch of
masterwork
weapons
masterworks.
count?
Yeah, I consider an entire room of masterwork weapons to be a
Yep,
treasure
a room
hoard.
filled to the brim with masterworks I would qualify as a horde as well. That is 3 XP.
Woo. 265.
Mm-hmm.
Bueno.
Bueno.
And now you get to smash a tomboy muscle mum.
Yeah, like I even know how to wake her up. It's going to be pretty great.
Yeah, with a
Yeah.
Now I
knob.
just need
A badonk incapable of ceasing.
Cass to help me to convince her to let us keep her.
Cass is certainly going to use his silver tongue to help you with some certain things.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, if you're watching on stream, YouTube, thanks for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow for 70. Till then, adios, and do take care.